Woo! Jesus Christ. It's them boys. If I beat that pussy up, is you gonna tell on me? God damn, bro. Let me tell you something about this song.
Is he gonna tell on me?
The man said, if I beat the pussy up, is you gonna tell on me? There's something interesting about that, bro, because that you know, the man is so scarred and traumatized.
He's screaming that shit, bro.
From being in the streets that he don't even, I mean, he's scared even the pussy might snitch on him.
Damn, dude.
That's how you know you scared of like going back to the feds, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a real street dude, Abe.
God damn, bro, that's trauma right there. That's a trauma response, bro.
I wouldn't want her to tell on me if I beat it up.
If you beat it up, she won't tell.
She won't tell?
She won't tell. She'll tell, but she won't tell the feds, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, real shit though, that's the funniest shit to say on a chorus, dog.
Right.
Let me stop this shit.
I mean, that's a wild thing to come out with.
And you know who's the featured artist on that? Just give it a shot. Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates? Well, that must have been disgusting, the shit he said on that.
I actually never heard his part, but
yeah,
we can imagine, right?
Because Kevin Gates will say any, reckless sexual shit in a track.
Dude, he
doesn't give a fuck.
He be getting on his freak bag in concerts.
Yeah, wipe your ass with my tongue type. I mean,
like let me spit in your mouth, open that shit right now. Like super aggressive with his kink. I'm like, sure, bro.
That's an interesting gentleman right there, bro.
It's been a minute since it's been like 2 weeks, so there's been a lot of things that's been happening, Abe.
Well, I mean, first of all, I just want to get things popping off real quick.
Go ahead, go for it.
It seems to me, this is just a little summary of some things we're going to go over, but it seems to me like the world is now convinced that Joe Biden is a 33rd degree Freemason, and that he has the mental capacity to remember the lines necessary during initiation, which is impossible, right? Yeah. It's also the case that apparently Elon Musk is starting the Fourth Reich. And he's apparently now a super Nazi.
You seen him give his his rendition of
the Nazi salute or whatever, and so I saw the what is it called? Apparently Trump now is he's getting rid of the people that I was gonna pay 3 cents an hour to fucking.
ICE is going hard.
Oh yeah. He's deporting he's starting obviously with the criminals.
Yeah.
So he deported a few hundred people. They're the most criminal illegal immigrants.
You mean like the most wanted ones? Let's get them out of the way first.
Yeah, they're starting with just the criminal shit,
and then we'll figure out
the rest.
The rest and shit. That is crazy. That I did see the Joe Biden Mason shit. James Lindsay quote tweeted it, and my only thoughts on that is that. Why
do that?
Why do that?
Let me just explain this. I mean,
and second of all, why do that a day before you're about to?
Well, we've had 14 presidents that have been Freemasons, and it would be 15 that we know of. And it would be 15 if Joe Biden was included in that list.
Swag.
But I went to I got some discussion from the Freemasons about this.
Yeah, please bring them on the pod, bro.
And what they're saying basically is, first of all, I don't think this is like a lodge that's recognized by the grand body of Masonic lodges here in the United States.
Damn, it's some Mickey Mouse shit?
Or in England. So it's one of those. It's a Prince Hall Grand Lodge, which is not really a problem, right? Because you can be a Prince Hall Mason and still just be like a regular ass dude, just a Mason, right?
Sure.
Yeah, because the Prince Hall lodges, that's just like the...
Is that like baby dick version?
Prince Hall is... No, it's not. But Prince Hall Masons are basically started as the Black Masonic lodges, right? So before, like when Masons weren't like allowed to...
When it was segregated.
Right. And so, but it's not really a necessary... I mean, you can be white and join the Prince Hall Masons.
Well, now you can.
Well, yeah, you can be a white member, and
back then you couldn't. You're saying, but originally that's how.
Not that back then you couldn't necessarily. It's just that back then you wouldn't. If you were a white dude, why would you fucking?
Unless you had that much swag,
and they weren't really recognized like that the way they are now. Anyway, apparently,
So that's the
apparently that lodge is not recognized.
that lodge is the one that initiated him into.
Yeah, and so basically they initiated him to be a master mason, which some motherfuckers apparently don't know what the fuck that even means because they're saying he's a 33rd degree Freemason and shit, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. Like the 33rd degree, bro. Like that's in the Scottish, right? That's not even these motherfuckers don't know shit. Anyway, Joe Biden became a Mason, and he was made a Mason at sight, which means basically that
Right then and there.
some worshipful masters of lodges have this ability to confer degrees to people where they do all three of the initiation ceremonies for the 3 degrees, and they do them back to back, and the person doesn't have to have studied the actual lines or know them or anything like that. They just do the initiation ceremony.
I always remember. I know this might not be related, but I remember that isn't, or maybe I'm wrong. Correct me. Wasn't one of the initiations? I don't think it was Masonry, but or like Freemasons, but that they had to be like naked somewhere, like for like a couple hours or some shit.
Naked?
Yeah, like in like I think it was
Yeah.
Cross and Bones, maybe. No, it wasn't.
I don't think that was the Freemasons. If you're talking about naked in the Skull and Bones, then
Skull and Bones, there we go.
That did happen, I think, where you have to get inside of this coffin.
Coffin. There
And
we
you
go.
have to be butt ass naked,
Naked.
and you're beating off and telling everybody about your sexual history.
Yeah, you're
And
beating
then
off.
you realize that presidents of the United States
George
have-
Bush?
Yes.
Yes, that's how I know about this.
And
I
so there was actually an election year where George Bush
did that.
and John Kerry were both competing against each other for the presidency, and both of them were members of the Skull and Bones.
No way.
So you were gonna end up with a Skull and Bones member regardless.
Yeah. Oh shit. Damn. That's actually insane.
So interesting little fraternity they got
So
there.
Biden didn't get his butt tickled or anything.
You never know.
Never know.
He
right?
might have liked that shit. You know, knowing his son. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, one of the things I was gonna do, you probably seen it on the DMs, but I did get a Scientology paper again.
oh great.
And it was about becoming. Listen, I think these motherfuckers are so burnt
Yeah.
that they have a typo on their fucking flyer.
They have a typo.
They have they have a typo. It says join staff today and become part of the technical team.
Technical team.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong and I don't know about this, what a technical is, but that's what it says there. Be part of the technical team.
Look, at best, it's some bullshit they made up. At worst, they just suck at spelling, right?
Yeah, and there's a phone number, and I ended up calling him, but he didn't.
They didn't pick up?
Yeah, should we call him live on the pod and tell him about the VNA?
I'm not trying to deal with these fuckers.
I just thought it'd be interesting
What do you want to say to them?
that we're really interested in Scientology, and
You are?
we have this program called VNA
Oh,
where we could just trolling them.
You want to go with the Sea Org? Sign a $1 billion contract or whatever?
Yeah.
That's a wild way to live, bro.
But I did call him and he didn't answer. He didn't even give me a call back, so they're not about that, guys.
Sleep.
Yeah, they're not about. They don't want the VNA endorsement, bro.
They could have had a new member.
Hell of an endorsement, bro.
For all they know, you're the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard. I mean,
I could be. You know what? Fuck that. We're calling, bro.
all right.
Guys, for the record, it is 10:11 p.m. on a Saturday night. If this fucker answers right now, I'm gonna talk extremely serious and act like I'm 100% interested.
Right.
3054.
This motherfucker's trying to join the Sea Org.
All right, guys, here we go. If they don't answer, for another pod. Yeah, see? They don't answer, bro.
This the audacity.
The audacity of these guys sending this shit.
Wait. When did you call them last time? What time was it when
It
you...
was earlier. It was earlier.
What do you mean earlier?
I
Like-
gave it like 6 p.m. Pretty reasonable to call somebody. Right now, I understand it's 10, so maybe the you could also email them at miami@scientology.net. So there's that. Well, that's my Scientology.
Man.
I also found this paper about the I was doing an Uber at a Winn-Dixie, and I found these papers about the truth about slavery.
The truth about slavery?
That's exactly what it says, and I will read it. It says, the so-called blacks and Hispanics are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Oh, Jesus.
You are the children of the slave trade.
Oh, God.
And I think some of the Hebrew Israelites, I think one of their questions they always ask is like, oh, who are the only type of people who've ever been shipped in a boat or whatever? I don't know why they say that, but it's like, they ask you that, like, who were the only type
They think black people were the only ones that have been shipped.
They legitimately think that, and I'm like, that's not true, bro.
Where the fuck are they getting that idea from?
Yeah, and
then read a fucking book. Jesus
and I even
Christ.
seen it on a video where somebody was actually debating this dude, and dude, some of the Israelites think they're actually prophets themselves.
Oh, fuck Christ! That must be the most annoying motherfucker to talk to.
Andrew Wilson was actually debating these two dudes, and he clearly knows it's full of shit. But whatever, he's just like...
Andrew who?
Andrew Wilson. This is the guy I was telling you earlier about, that he's a Eastern Orthodox Christian.
Okay.
And he's a pretty good debater. He's pretty solid for the most part. He's
So what do you tell these guys?
He was just telling him, okay, well, since you're such a prophet, prophesize for me, and... do XYZ to prove it, like pretty much just prove it. And then they kept going on some, like, they kept reading Bible scriptures and shit, like, oh, look what you're doing right now. And then they'll read an example, like a Bible scripture of what he's doing, like, oh, you're not believing in me, you're not, like, just some dumb shit. I'm like,
what the fuck?
Okay, like, whatever that means. I actually wanted to get your take on what Andrew Wilson says on this video where he's debating this chick, not about his worldview, but he brings it up, and then they start talking about it. And he talks about, like I said, he's an Eastern Orthodox Christian. So he says from his worldview, there is no knowledge without God. And then he'll start going on about some, like, it gets pretty complex and shit. And I just wanted to get your take on it, but we could do that later.
Okay.
Yeah, we could save that for later if you want.
No, just show it to me right now.
I would have to show you a clip of it, stop the pod if you want. All right.
I mean, if we were going to do it later, you would have fucking...
All right, we'll be back. Hold up.
Like censor themselves.
Yo, we're back.
You showed me a video of some fucking Eastern Orthodox dude saying that God is the standard for truth, and
therefore, if you don't believe in that,
and so if you don't believe in that, there is no standard of truth.
Yeah, you have no foundation,
and it's all just subjective shit. And 2 + 2 = titties or whatever. It's whatever you want it to be.
But even in math, there's nuance. You don't think?
I think 2 + 2 is still equal to 4.
Well, yeah.
Even though there's some places where they try to pretend, you know, like some people try to pretend like, oh, you know, if I actually add this variable here and do that over there, it's not 2 + 2 anymore, is it, fucker?
But whereas objectively 2 + 2 = 4.
Yes.
Without any variables, without any bullshit, 2 + 2 = 4.
It does.
Unless you're Terrence.
Who's Terrence?
The actor.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. Well, I try to tell that guy. See, there's a good way of teaching Terrence Howard how exactly to combat this situation, because he thinks that, you know, what is it, like 2 × 1 is equal to...
Well, he thinks 1 × 1 is equal to...
To 2.
Yeah, or some shit like
That's incredible,
no,
right?
I don't think it's that. I think he thinks...
No, he thinks that.
Is it that?
He thinks
that.
That was incredible.
1 × 1 is
so the way to figure that out...
multiplication, you're multiplying.
I could explain that to him in a second.
Like, whatever.
I could explain that to him very easily, right? So what you do is you give him 1 slap 1 time, and you ask him, how many times did I just slap you?
Once.
And if he says 2, I either slapped him too hard. And if he says 1, then it worked.
Then it worked, yeah. I get it, bro. That's easy, I know.
It's very simple.
Yeah, Terrence Howard is fucking interesting. He did go. We did talk about this though. He did get into a whole pod with what's that dude's name? That super smart guy. That he knows about fucking physics and all this shit and
Could
math. Damn, what's his name, bruh?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the mathematician.
He has a brother.
You're talking about Weinstein.
Weinstein, there you go.
Yeah.
And Weinstein was actually trying to like steel man him.
Weinstein
he was actually trying to build him up. But
a lot of the times, but a lot of
Weinstein
times
was being retarded.
But
he saw a lot of holes in his theory.
No, but a lot of times he did tell him straight up, like, dude, that was nothing. Like, he just been like, yo.
That was bullshit.
That was literally, yeah. He was being
garbage.
nice as fuck, bro, a lot of the time,
You know that thing in psychology where if you think you know too much about a subject, like
Yes, bro. Yes.
What's it called?
It starts with an F, I think.
It's like when you think you know about a subject, so like you're like super like
When you're gassed up about something that you're not even that knowledgeable about.
You don't
like
have knowledge about.
You're like
Weinstein actually says it in the podcast. But basically, you're like super opinionated about this because you think you know everything about it, and you've barely scratched like the surface.
Yeah, it basically goes that like if you think you know, if you're a beginner or somebody who doesn't know shit about something, right?
Yeah.
At that stage, a lot of people tend to think they know a lot more than they actually do. And then as you get to like the average, like regular people who know a regular amount about it, they're more realistic. They're like, okay,
I have more questions than
I
answers.
know about this, but I don't know it that fucking well, right?
Yeah.
And then as you get to the expert like level people at that league, they're like, I know a lot about this because they do.
Bro, TikTok got banned, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be banned again eventually.
Yeah.
Because,
well, I wasn't going to give them my data regardless, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. I don't trust those
people
comments.
started downloading Red Note. You seen that shit?
I did see that. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking...
It was literally an app
That sounds like a
made to
fucking
replicate
Japanese
TikTok
anime or some shit, bro. Like,
from China. Like, Chinese people made it. Like it's
yeah, that's...
So it's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's like, it's weirder. It's like, it's trying to be like TikTok, but obviously not going to be like TikTok. It's like...
Oh my gosh.
But no, yeah, and apparently there was like this whole Red Note means like the Chinese letters they have would translate it to like Little Red Book, Mao's like Red Book or whatever. It was a bunch of shit there. It was dumb.
It was commie shit.
Commie shit, yeah. That's pretty much all
Was
it
it
was.
like Blue Sky to X?
No, it was way more left leaning, like super commied out and shit.
That's what Blue Sky is. It's left.
If you posted certain things about LGBT and shit like that, it'll be blocked and like.
Did you see how they're moving the transgender population back to their original birth gender? Like if you're a male transgender in a female prison, they're gonna move you back to the male one.
They're gonna force you to have the surgery.
No, they're gonna force you back to your birth gender prison.
Well, you never left to begin with, so what do you mean?
No, because like, let's say you were a female and you transitioned to a male.
Okay.
They would put you in the male prison. But now since you were a female at birth, they're gonna put you back in the female prison.
Is that way they actually switched it in China?
No, I'm talking about here in the United States.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Executive order that Trump signed.
Yeah, I know that.
He did sign a bunch of shit. Yo, he said no more pushing it to the limit, dog. Like that was one of his first things.
No more pushing it to the limit?
Yeah, bro. He
You
was
can't
like,
ban that shit, bro. That's insane.
he was like, yo, none of that tranny shit, bro. It's now just male and female.
Yeah, but if you wanna fuck
But he's kind of
somebody that has a cock and a pair of tits, no one's stopping you, bro.
I mean, that's kind of.
This is America,
That's
bro.
kind of what he.
Donald Trump certainly isn't stopping you.
Donald Trump is not gonna stop.
You seen
anyone.
him on stage with the village people?
That was incredible. It was one of the.
Yeah, that shit had me dead,
Bro,
bro.
first of all, that man was like fucking. You could tell.
It was.
It's been decades of booze and fucking AIDS and
Oh my god.
hookers and oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
The
village people.
The village people. They performed
they
that
made
Trump
the,
shit.
The YMCA song.
Okay.
Trump's hit,
Right?
bruh.
And so this
And they performed that at his inauguration.
They performed
bro,
it.
this man
Brought
looks,
them the stage, and he was there whooping the dance with them live, bro.
But the lead singer, bro, first of all, the voice was already, I mean, that shit was off the rockers,
To
bro.
be funny, they were looking a
beer
little
belly,
wild.
bro.
Yeah, they were looking a little wild.
I
You
want
got-
to just look it up now.
You gotta give it to him, though, bro. He gave out that performance.
Yeah,
That
he
was-
did, he did.
He did it, bro. But I
he got
gotta
through it,
say,
right?
bro, like that man
Billy Ray Cyrus
looked,
didn't get through his
he
shit.
looked like he lived like 10 Charlie Sheen lifetimes before he showed up for that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
word,
it
yeah.
was not...
That's not a lot of lifetimes.
They were still living in the
That's a lot.
70s, bro. Like the swag, everything
That
was.
shit was wild, bro.
That shit was wild, though. Yeah, seeing Trump do that was lit. I was like, all right, that's cool. Fucking Elon, we talked about Elon doing his Hitler shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Would you even consider that what is it called?
I think he's just awkward.
High, what is it?
I think he's a fucking goofy for that.
Yeah, I do too. But what do you think? Like, what do you think his intentions were?
I don't know what the fuck his intentions were, but that shit looked retarded.
I feel
It
like
looked retarded. It looked
sometimes Elon do be trolling a little too
He
hard,
was like
bro.
giving my heart out to you guys, but then like he's really awkward. I'm sure he doesn't know how to handle like large crowds of people.
right.
Yo, when he be getting gassed at those events, yo,
First of all,
them shits be
pun
so
intended, motherfucker. I mean, come on now.
so
Look, this guy was
funny.
doing two Nazi salutes at the same time.
I guess. Not
kidding,
really.
I'm kidding, dude. Obviously, I'm kidding.
Respect. That's a wild dude.
That's what the guy from the Village People.
Yeah, but what were we saying? Elon being gassed at these events when there's mad crowds. He's like, yeah, like he be fucking like going off, dude. I'd be like, yo, is he okay up there?
I don't know, bro. It's a weird thing with a guy like that because he like visits Auschwitz and shit, and he goes to Israel and
He kissed the wall.
he sucked Benjamin Netanyahu's cock and shit. I mean, it was like he did all types of shit, you know, and then
that picture where he's in the air and like you could see his fucking belly and his like Texas belt. That shit's base, bro.
sometimes you gotta show your belly, bro.
You saw how he was wearing the dog tags from the fucking IDF?
No,
Well, it was from the military of Israel.
Listen,
So,
Leo.
It was a.
he was just wearing their dog tags.
Yeah, from a military.
Listen, I don't think we can have any more debates on Israel and stuff because there is technically a ceasefire.
There are no debates.
No, I'm just saying, but there's a ceasefire.
There's always debates. I mean, no matter what.
I'm saying you're happy.
Ceasefire.
Oh, right, of course. There is.
Yeah, I who knows what the fuck is going on.
That's what they said, though. They said that Trump, toughened up, what's his name, Netanyahu? Gave him a little, a nuggie. Was like,
I doubt it.
Tone it down there, brother. And then apparently that's it.
I'm pretty sure the Middle East kind of knows, like, if they strike, they're going to get some serious repercussions. So they're like, let's not do anything too drastic right now. Like, under Biden, it was cool, but under Trump, it might not go in our favor.
I mean, I think at least for the Arab countries, it wouldn't go in their favor.
Yeah, the Middle East.
Yeah.
Minus Israel.
Yeah. Because for Israel, I think they would do pretty good with Trump.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to have a problem with Trump.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah. His cabinet has a lot of Zionists in it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, what's this woman's name that gave him $100 million from the Jewish Association?
Well, that could be anyone.
Adelson? What's your name? Adelson?
I don't know who that is.
She gave him $100 million for his campaign when he was running.
I mean, who didn't give him money, right?
I mean, I'm sure Obama didn't give him any money.
I mean, I know you've seen that clip of Jordan Peterson kind of finally admitting that, yes, he believes Jesus is God and, like...
He finally said it?
I saw that.
Yeah, bro.
What made him come to this conclusion?
He was... I'm assuming this must have been, like, a newer interview. There was a clip, and I seen it.
Yeah, it was probably because he was talking to a fucking Muslim. Right?
Miriam Adelson.
And he's not going to back down from it at that point. Because if you talk to a Muslim about the Christianity and the Trinity, they'll end up telling you that you believe in 3 gods instead of 1. And they'll go down that road, and there's nothing you could tell them to ever like convince them that that's not
the case.
What the Christians believe.
Right.
Because that's what it says in the Quran, and the Quran is never wrong. Just like for the Christians, the fucking Bible is never wrong. Although for some of these new motherfuckers that call themselves Christian, I mean, they definitely think there was at least a couple of things that were wrong, right? I mean,
like what?
The New Age Christians think that the Bible doesn't condemn homosexuality, right?
Okay, well, that's definitely wrong.
The New Age Christians are thinking that there was some like trans Jesus.
You know what I think is
right.
funny?
And
just
that,
a little segue. That I think that people say that MLK was like a DEI guy. Like MLK was a hardcore Christian. He was not a DEI guy.
I mean, he was
kind of support homosexuality.
Dude, before we get into MLK, because we should get into MLK, but you were speaking about some Muslim shit. Dude, I've completely forgot about Andrew Wilson. He was actually debating some dude named Muslim Lantern. And in the beginning of the
Lantern is funny.
You know him?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. In the beginning of the debate, Muslim Lantern is telling Andrew Wilson like, "Yo, like, let's try to make this like." In other words, he was just like, "Yo, let's make this civil as much as we can. No cursing."
I bet you that flop.
No cursing. But then he was like, "Oh, don't say like." He says like that you couldn't insult Muhammad.
Oh, I'll make a drawing of him.
So then he was like, just instead you could say that his character was there. Like he was pretty much saying all this shit, like pretty much saying chill with the insults of shit about Muhammad or whatever.
We gotta make another draw Muhammad contest.
Dude, as soon as the debate started, Andrew Wilson started going in just immediately about the age of consent in Islam. and he started asking him questions. It pretty much led him to asking a question like, damn, how big did you think Muhammad's dick was? Because
you remember we talked about this?
people claimed that, like...
would it be, like, heretical if you drew Muhammad's cock? Is that...
Was it... Because he was like, the average Arab male penis is 5 inches.
Okay.
And technically the girl was 9. So her vagina would have been like... It would have been like 2 something inches.
He probably said that she reached puberty very quickly or some shit.
No. He didn't even debate him, bro. It led to them just 40 minutes of just like him just being like, dude, I already told you.
Don't fuck with the prophet.
Don't fuck with the... But he was on some bitch shit.
The prophet's dick was basically...
He was hung. He's the prophet.
No, he was either 2.5 inches long or shorter because he didn't hurt her.
Not in this video. In this
Okay.
video with Andrew Wilson, he didn't say that. This is probably some other shit he said.
Yeah, that's the one with Sneeko. With Muslim Lantern and Sneeko.
Yeah, he's a Sneeko's in the video too.
Yeah, that he says that the prophet's dick was literally 2.5 inches of length or shorter since he didn't hurt her during the conception.
Okay.
I'm sure that's what he believes, yeah.
The baby dick prophet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the lantern was just...
I guess
he was just speechless.
Their whole point is that, like, if it's not harm, then it's not haram. So it's like it didn't... There's nothing bad about it.
I'm sorry, if you...
And I'm
He
like...
said if it's not what?
Like, if you didn't do any harm, it's not considered haram.
Okay, this is some next level shit. If you're fucking a 9-year-old and you're 50-something, you did some harm.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
It's hard not to do harm.
No, I agree. I just think it's crazy how some Muslims would defend that, bro.
I think part of the thing is that...
You harm civilization.
One of the incredible things I saw the other day is like somebody that created a bunch of different AI systems for different religions. So one of them was like he had Buddhism. He had a Buddhist AI. He had a Christian AI and he had a Muslim AI. And then he had a bunch of other different AIs that were there as judges. And they were there as judges of morality. And they would rate it from, there's nothing morally, this is good. This is excellent. There's like a neutral area, like this is morally suspicious at least,
it's
right?
Decent.
It's like, I don't know about this, maybe, right? And then at the end, it's like, this is morally unjustified. And the only one that would get most of the judges morally unjustified was Islam.
I'm sure.
Right, that was the only one. I mean, I gotta be fair, like Buddhism is a pretty fucking tame religion.
Yeah.
Right, so it's not really there's no Buddhist crusades.
They're pretty chill dudes.
There's no one meditating you to death. There's none of that is happening.
I mean, a lot.
They're gonna inflict self-harm before anything else.
Yeah, I was gonna say
100%.
there is a lot of self-harm there.
They have such discipline. Have you ever seen those suicide videos? I mean,
The monks, right? The
the
dudes.
dude sets himself on fire. He does not move.
And I'm sure that's very painful.
I'm sure it is, but the discipline on this fucking guy.
Yeah, but he didn't do anything. He didn't react.
That's the discipline.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm telling Leo. Like he didn't react though.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
Like he wasn't in pain.
I
but
find
like,
that type of shit incredible.
I think he was in pain. He could just control his
He
emotions
was
so well.
definitely in fucking
would that
pain.
be considered pain then?
If you feel it, yeah.
And doesn't it fry your nervous system and like your nerve endings? So like at a certain point you don't even feel pain.
At a certain point, you don't anymore. I mean, I don't know.
He really stood on shit.
The last time it happened to me, I didn't
He
live.
sat on shit actually.
Sure.
And but these different AI systems, it would have this one AI in particular that was called the one that made arguments, right? So it would present like complex questions that are controversial.
I was gonna say those dudes are actually pretty stoic about it.
The AIs?
No, not the AIs. The dudes lighting themselves on fire.
Yeah, there's a lot of commonalities in Stoicism and Buddhism.
I was just gonna say, like
There is.
Diogenes would go out like that. That's kind of the vibe I'm
He
getting.
would go out like that if it came down to it, yeah. He
feel
didn't
me?
give a fuck, you know? He would beat off in front of people, so, I mean, who's to say, right?
True.
But, it had this debater, right, that would ask it questions. It would ask questions to the AI of every single religion. And the judges would rate the answers. And, of course, like, Islam got the most judges that would say it's morally questionable, right? Again, like the ones that were deciding whether or not it should be morally questionable or not were other AIs.
Right. They all had their own.
Right.
I get it. And it just happens that Islam was fucking bottom of the list when it came to.
Is there a neutral
It
AI?
was.
Is there like a legit neutral AI?
I mean, define neutral.
Like no bias.
No bias?
Yeah, no bias AI.
I mean, it's difficult to decide that, bro, because, I mean, I'm sure you could create an AI that would always just tell you things but never give an opinion. That's a lot of times what ChatGPT tries to pretend to do.
Fails, though.
Right? It'll be like, here are some of the things that people say are good about this. Here's a list of shit they say is bad about that. What the fuck do you want now?
Even they fuck up, bro.
It's
but
that.
You remember that poem it made
about spores?
Yeah.
We made 3 poems about spores. Do you have those poems?
They were pretty terrible.
We did it on an episode, remember?
They were
pretty terrible.
It sounds like Muhammad could have made those poems, yeah.
Dude, yeah. Muslim listeners and I don't like that.
I don't give a fuck.
Alright. Just letting you know, bro.
Yeah.
Just expect a suicide bomber at your door soon.
Chill, bro.
You gotta die someday.
You gotta die someday.
Dude, it's actually really easy to make those.
You know, I'll laugh.
Like the C4 shit?
I'll laugh when it happens, honestly. Because if the last thing I hear before I die is Allahu Akbar, Allah, if I hear that shit before I die, bro, I'm laughing.
What is Allah Akbar?
Some guy...
Say too?
It means God is great.
God is great, right?
Some guy fucking seen was like, you know, like Omegle type shit?
Yeah.
He ran into a dude who was like a suicide bomber and he saw the dude blow himself up.
Cool.
And I was like, yo, that's fucking...
It's pretty fucking traumatizing.
Hell yeah. I seen that shit and I was like, yo, chill. Like, why are people posting this shit? Like, some best gore shit.
So it's almost as traumatizing as Destiny giving head on Twitter.
You seen that?
That was pretty severe
Well,
shit.
I first was just on my timeline and I saw fucking Destiny's face. Like,
Did you press play?
It presses
I'm not
play
gonna lie,
automatically.
I did unfortunately see the video.
I'll go off and I even repeated it to verify that it was him.
Interesting. Alright.
So it's verified by.
How long was the clip, bro?
Yeah.
Just
It was very short.
out of curiosity.
Very short.
I don't remember how long it was, but it was. I made a lot of contact with the screen. Fucking
You were burning a hole in
my
the screen.
eyes were bloodshot by the end of that shit, bro.
Yeah. It's like that funny ass, I've said this before, well, I don't even know, but like, you know who Rick Glassman is?
No,
The comedian?
no.
He says like this joke where like, some dude asks him if he's gay, and he's like, you know what? I forgot how he says it exactly, but he's like, well, I do like dick in my porn. Like
That's where he's coming from?
Like with a woman, like he likes a dude.
He likes there to be a dude in the video.
Like penetrating a chick, like.
And that means he's gay, right?
Not really.
That's why I say it is kind of like cuckery. Like digital
we've
cuckery.
talked about it, yes. We talked about this.
Yeah.
Like he literally pinpointed.
That's
Digital
what I,
cuckery, that's
well,
very
that's
interesting.
porn. That really is. I mean, porn is almost a way for
People have
especially
said
when,
that plenty of times.
when
yeah.
kids get it, like at a young age, bro. That's like you're training yourself to be a cuck. You don't even know it.
Is that
Like
how
this is a
incels are
thing.
born?
This is a no. Incels are. I mean, they're worse than cucks.
Wait, you think incels are worse than
They're
cucks?
worse than cucks. At least a cuck wants that dude to fuck his chick, and
I don't know.
at least he has a chick that
Is
he
that
can.
an incel involuntary celibate?
Well, yeah.
Well, he's involuntary.
Can
Well,
you
first
imagine
of all-
an incel cuck who's an involuntary incel cuck, right? He can't even get cuckery going.
The math
right?
isn't laughing.
I wouldn't believe. No, first of all, I don't think there's a such thing as involuntary. There's like this dude could pay for sex.
My man, you just.
That's not even a thing. Like
We had a podcast recently where we were you were telling me about like the 40-year-old virgins, right? And how there were like YouTube videos of guys at that age that they were like somebody was paying for them to lose their virginity or some shit. And I was saying like why didn't they just get a hooker like at a certain age or whatever? And they were like, oh, they're it's I don't know what the fuck you told me about that, but I was just thinking to myself, like, bro, if it's because you wanted some intimacy or some shit, like after the first 39 years, bro, you probably should have decided that this plan is not going well. I should probably fucking go to plan B and do something about this.
But there's obviously something wrong with them psychologically.
Of course there is.
Yo, do you guys have any rap by any chance?
No.
Damn.
Oh, of course I do.
Of course you don't, Abe.
Yeah,
I don't think I have rap.
Ape has the most rap.
I do.
Ape is a rapper. Not a rapper, he's a rapper. Rap.
I don't have rap.
Who knows what that means at this point? You
You
know
just
what I'm
rap
saying?
things.
Yeah, I don't
Such a
have
new
rap.
world that we're living in, bro. I mean,
Well, never mind.
Oh, did you see how Donald Trump gave the pen that he signed? You know how he declassified the JFK? and
Oh
RFK
yeah,
files?
dude, we didn't even talk
He
about
gave
that.
the pen to RFK Jr.
and that shit
I thought
like
that was cool.
And I mean that makes sense, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
it does.
can't give you back your father or your uncle, but
Here's the pen I signed the executive order.
here you go, you little shit.
Did you see that MLK was a fucking degenerate?
What do you mean? Define degenerate.
Dude, he was a prostitute. He fucked prostitutes. He had orgies. He was into dude.
That makes someone a degenerate, dude.
The FBI files on MLK are crazy.
God damn.
Listen.
He was the Joe Exotic of the fucking.
You're saying
he was the P Diddy of that age, of that era.
You can't just whip out the P Diddy like that.
That's wild, bro.
Want to look it up yourself?
Calling MLK that is crazy, bro.
MLK files are declassified. You can look at them yourself.
I'll give it to you, right? He was a freaky ass boy.
Okay,
all right.
so.
But to put him as on a dude, that's MLK, bro. He literally birthed a.
But it's okay to be a little bit of a freak in the sheets when you're out there doing all those dangerous
You think you become
protests.
a martyr like that by just being a regular guy?
I'm just saying that if you got to be the antithesis, not the antithesis. If you have to be the prime example of moral perfection in the public eye. When you turn your back, that other side of you is gonna come back with a serious itch, and you're gonna be a freaky
God forbid the brother wants some like loving from the woman.
I don't know what he did. I haven't read any of that shit.
Supposedly there was some homosexuality involved.
I mean, that just means he was busting nuts.
Let
bro.
the man live, Leo. Goddamn.
That's what it is.
I know it sounds like I'm judging him, but I'm really not. It was just interesting that MLK lived such a degenerate life. Like, it was just interesting to me.
It's interesting that people have lives.
No, but that type of life. Why is P Diddy so?
I heard about.
Why is he in the paper so much? Why is he so like covered by media? Because of his degeneracy, right? Because if he was a normal guy, I'm pretty sure people would just be like, "Oh, this guy's just a fucking."
Diddy is not a normal guy. He's a fucking superstar, Leo.
MLK was a superstar also.
He was.
I mean, sure.
And
No, I was just saying, like, you're saying he was a normal guy. He's not.
No, I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't look at him under this fucking lens right now if he wasn't such a degenerate.
I think there were about 1 million pages of the JFK files.
Wait, you're saying?
million.
Hold on, you're saying that you
5 million.
5 million.
They wouldn't look at him this way if he wasn't a degenerate? What are you talking about? MLK fucking.
I'm talking about P Diddy.
Oh, Diddy.
Yeah.
That they wouldn't look at him this way?
Yeah, like as a fucking degenerate, fucking oiled up, fucking
A freaky motherfucker.
Freak, yeah.
Very well moisturized.
Yeah, very
He beats
100%.
he hits women, but other than that,
How do you know MLK didn't hit a hoe or two?
I'm not saying he didn't.
I'm sure he had a furious pimp slap.
That pimp slap must have been something.
Nah, MLK was a pacifist, wasn't he?
Except when it came to his hoes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like when you force yourself to such an extreme that it's impossible to live up to, bro. On the other side of that, something's gonna.
It's like
come
priests.
out. The priest is a prime example, unfortunately.
They end up
What do you
smashing
think had a more
kids.
furious pimp slap? MLK or Malcolm X?
Dude, Malcolm X. That's not even a
I
question.
mean, Malcolm X was an actual pimp, so
He was a Muslim.
I mean,
His pimp slap must have been something. Ooh.
yeah. No, I mean, he was an actual pimp, like, before he became a Muslim. He actually was a pimp, and so I'm sure he had a lot of practice.
It's hard to put these two
Actually,
together.
having a good pimp slap means that you're a terrible pimp. You know, you should be so good
That you shouldn't have to touch
that
her.
you shouldn't even have to put hands in order to
The
keep
voice
the
should
order.
strike the fear into her heart.
Or at least
Not the hands.
Or at least that's what you tell. You know, as soon as they interview you, or the cops start talking, he's like, no. I just give them advice. Right, what I'm doing,
Comes from the heart.
I'm helping them. Everybody needs somebody to help, and sometimes they're very grateful for my assistance, and they help me, and we help each other. This is teamwork.
This ain't no
What we're
organization.
doing. That's the type of
Teamwork makes the
bullshit.
dream work.
Yeah. It's a great. It's an interesting world we live in.
I would love to read more about the files, but like you said, they're very fucking long.
I'm not reading 5 million pages of shit.
Exactly.
Yo, what do you think of Naib tweeting that based ass tweet
What tweet?
regarding about
We're not talking about the president of El Salvador.
he said that not for verbatim, but Hitler actually wasn't a communist or whatever, so stop the argument or some shit like that.
You mean the president of El Salvador said that?
Yeah, I sent you
Yeah.
it.
But he
Remember?
wasn't a communist.
He wasn't.
But my question wasn't about what the details of the tweet. Is him just tweeting that out of nowhere. It's like, what the fuck? Why would you tweet that? That's super.
I think the thing is that
it gave me woke right vibes.
the socialists really want to distance themselves from
The thing is, Germany's
Hitler.
being talked about a lot right now because of the right wing actually standing a chance in the elections. And you know, Germany has been so conditioned to hate themselves and to distance themselves from the right wing because of Hitler.
Do you think
they literally like hate the fuck out of themselves, and anything right wing to them is like, oh, you're Hitler.
Yeah, there's still a part of them that loves that shit though.
Do you think naive is woke right, bro?
No, I don't think that makes him woke right.
But no, just not even that. Just like in general, he did get on Tucker Carlson's pod.
Yeah,
and he was talking about like how they prayed, like everybody, his whole like team prays and stuff. And then he was talking about how like one of the plans to make the country better again was I forgot what it was exactly. It was something about God though. Like that was like, well, we all gotta just believe in God or something. That's what he wanted to put out there. He's trying to like spread it out there. Shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Some shit along the lines of that.
That's right wing conservative vibes. That's not even woke.
Yeah, but that's Tucker Carlson would be considered woke right.
Can you define woke right for me?
So I see woke right as just the collectivistic right. Meaning that it believes that the individual is not the number one thing. It believes that the group is the number one thing.
That's a conservative theory already.
No, it's not.
I don't think that's a new thing.
That's not a conservative theory.
Is more independent, Leo. It's yourself.
So
collective.
You think the conservatives aren't collective? Like Christians' number one thing is honor thy neighbor, love thy neighbor.
Left is more collective, bro.
You could say that about the Christians, but if you're gonna say that, for example, if you were gonna decide whether or not individual rights should be pursued versus collective rights or group rights, that would be the difference. Okay, if you believe in the Enlightenment values, then you would say that you want individual rights. If you think that group rights triumph that, then
so the woke right is the group.
They're the collectivistic, right? Yeah, that's how I would. That's
can you give me an example of one of their beliefs?
Christian nationalism.
Yeah, I just told you.
Christian nationalism.
And
in terms of something like Christian nationalism, you would just have this idea that, first of all, you can't be an atheist if you're going to be here. That's just not going to happen.
They don't ever speak on those type of things, though. They don't ever give details on like exactly like, oh, so what would happen if we end up having atheists in this all Christian nation? They never gets to that part.
The other thing is like we can just sort of squash whatever sort of culture exists in the country in the name of our new culture because it's for the greater good. So you can't really be the freedom of speech shit. Yeah, that's out the window.
So Nick Fuentes is woke, right?
Of course, 100%. Bro. What? You would know this, Leo. Of course,
100%.
You know him.
No, I'm just trying to define woke right now.
Perfect example. What he wants, pretty much.
Because I feel like woke right has like, it's kind of ambiguous right now.
Candace Owens.
A lot of people do find it ambiguous. I think a lot of people are not used to seeing. One of the reasons I think is because people really do believe that
they associate woke with left,
and they associate if you ask the left, they associate right with Hitler. I always think it's a big.
Small-minded.
I think there's a big misunderstanding of what the fuck Hitler was actually about. He was a collectivist. Like 100%.
Definitely.
Well, like his thing was
he was a nationalist socialist.
That's why he wanted his group to be on top and he wanted other groups not to fucking exist.
Right.
Right. This is not a individualistic person. The only individual was him and his fucking cult.
Right.
That was it.
I mean, there's other levels too. He only wanted a certain race.
Well, yeah, that's what he wanted.
Dudes with blue eyes and whatnot.
He wanted this fucking, and then you look at Stalin. It was the same collectivistic shit. I mean,
but he wasn't a race. He wasn't on some.
No, it wasn't a race. But that's what I'm saying. It's still collectivism. It's just a different brand of it.
Right. No.
So in one place, race is the number one thing. In the other case, the number one thing is whatever is in the interest of the Soviet Union. To be honest with you, because that was just like there was only one company that was legal, and it was the government.
Right.
And so it was whatever the fuck was...
They want, yeah, exactly.
Do you think it's crazy that for the year that we're in, 2025, it's still such a big deal, that race is such a big deal?
I don't think it is.
Do you think to evolve to the next level of human consciousness, we have to move past race?
No.
Or that should still be an issue?
The only way we're going to move past the issue of race in this country is if we distract ourselves with an even bigger concern. And what that means is that we're all going to have to become trans. So I need him. V, you're going to have to get some big-ass double Ds, right? And then I'll get, like, some very tiny tits.
I guess I'll get the BBL.
Right. You'll get the BBL?
Yeah, I guess I'll do the BBL.
Nice. Yeah. Who's getting the belly piercing?
All three of us. I think all three of us should get the belly
that's
piercing.
drip right there.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. So how you would, like, on some trans shit, you'd get, like, you'd be, like, a masculine trans, like, on that?
I mean, I wouldn't say a masculine trans.
He wouldn't be a top.
I'd be more of, like, a...
That's what I'm trying to get the angle.
Like short hair,
short
but,
hair.
You know, not big tits, but nice, firm tits. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you'd get
Can
tits.
I still titty fuck you?
That's...
Well, I mean, do you want to?
Kind of.
Oh, yeah?
Kind of sexy right now.
Well, you're gonna have to get that. You're gonna have to get that BBL and let me.
We could trade. You do me, I do you.
The situation. Yes, as long I gotta go first, bro. You can't just. We don't play these games here.
You
bro.
always gotta be number one. God damn it.
No, what I was saying though is V. You gotta get some huge, double, triple, quadruple D's.
Hell no, man. That's
whatever
back problems,
level they
bro.
got.
Double G's.
All right, let me just. Tell me he wouldn't look tremendous.
I'd
with
look
some
like a
double
freaking
Ds.
witch, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you hear that?
I'd
You hear
look
the confidence in that, bro? Like you. Look at me. Look at me.
I wouldn't.
You can do this.
I'd get a different body part. You know what I mean? I don't think tits, man.
Why?
Me and Ape will start.
Yeah, why?
Why?
I think I'd get like. Let me see. I'm trying to think
You
now.
go straight for the vag, wouldn't you?
The vag.
You go straight for the whole.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, man. If I'm trying to.
He'd go full
That's
trans.
commitment,
He doesn't
bro.
do half trans. He does full trans.
He would also want it to look more realistic. Be like, yeah, I'm just a chick with, you know, fake, not fake, fucking.
What?
I got small tits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all it is, man. Yeah, that's all
I
it
got a
is.
badge though.
This is genius, bro. I love this.
I mean, we all really our tits just never grow.
Yeah,
as men. So
that's
it's
what
really,
it is.
Yeah.
Do you think years from now we'll look back on people asking if men can get pregnant and think like, what the fuck is wrong with those
Oh, I did it from the beginning.
No, I think it's gonna be worse shit
people?
later.
It'd be worse.
Yeah. There's gonna be things in the
It is
future.
gonna be worse. It's gonna be look pretty fucked up, bro. Like if you look at the rates of the new generation of kids that are identifying as trans and shit, especially for girls, that shit has gone up by orders of fucking magnitude.
They just gotta become tomboys and just live it out. They'll get over it.
That's what would almost.
I think when you're really young and really impressionable and confused, so like to make such a huge choice in life is just crazy. Like,
bro,
it's
when you
just
look at
crazy.
these kids that like they
all go through
fucking
phases.
Get a double mastectomy. Like,
the
you're
ones that
fucking wilding out.
detransition after that shit, bro, that shit
they're fucked.
fucks
They're
them
fucked.
up.
They're
Seriously, bro.
They're fucked.
And you can't go back from a double mastectomy.
Yeah, a double mastectomy, and plus all those, you're pumping yourself full of hormones, and you can't have kids, and it's just like when you detransition, you're gonna be a sad individual.
How do you chop the pee-pee
By
off?
the way, this is something I want to bring up to you. This is a good
With anesthesia.
benefit that you would have if you did get double Ds. You could remove them if you change your mind later on. So I'm just putting that out there, you know. Just letting you know.
Thanks.
Me and Ape will raise money for you. We'll get money together. We'll get donations.
Dude, I will fund you. You will
Yeah,
have
we will
Listen,
fund you.
I
the
will-
hairiest
fund
set
you.
of double Ds.
That'll be a
of all
wild
time.
experiment.
We'll even shave them for you. Like in
Fucking
the morning,
wild.
like we'll like.
He'll shave them for you. I'm not doing that shit. That's fucking. I can't.
You'll have back problems, though. I'm gonna be honest.
You will be. You can
It's
run.
not worth it,
you
bro.
can. You can. You know. You can do deadlifts and shit. You can make this work, bro. I got your back. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
All this for the content, bro.
All this for the content, bro.
Yeah, that's all that
Just
matters.
make your tits the new like album cover or whatever. You know.
Right.
Just boom. You know.
I'm all for it, bro. So I'm convinced.
What would be your name?
Oh, that is right. We do need a
Double V.
double V.
That's exactly what you'd be.
Nah, I'd be.
No, what would be your actual name?
I guess
Oh,
I'd
come on.
I guess I'd go with Michelle, right?
Yeah.
That's.
That's boring.
You can't just say you're Big Mike now. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
Mike now.
You-
Let's go officially, dog. Yo, speaking of Big
Okay.
Mike, there's rumors that Obama left the hoe, man.
Yeah, they're getting a divorce supposedly.
That's
But that
terrible.
would rock the fucking Democrats.
That would
Like,
rock
that
Big
would-
Mike's heart.
Do they get to?
I'd feel for Big Mike.
Who gets to keep Mike's dick? Is it like a?
Mike is
Dude,
over.
all jokes aside, like, why do we joke so much about Michelle having a PB?
It's
I don't know.
hilarious.
I know, but like,
It's
dude,
hilarious.
Now I'm like, do we really think that?
I think a lot of people. No. Since it's been repeated so much, a lot of people do think that.
No, I don't inherently believe that Michelle is a cock.
But a lot of people do. A lot of people do.
But also I can neither confirm nor deny.
Of course you can, Abe.
The presence or absence of cock, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I think she just has a lot of traits, and that's why they think.
I don't think she has a cock.
Jesus Christ, Leo, male traits. What male traits?
She has a big ass back. She's like a fucking offensive lineman. Like what the fuck?
It's fucking savage.
That's sad. Those are Leo's words, guys. And
okay,
not being Ape.
No comment.
You don't think that Michelle has
You guys are on the air and you're being so PG.
Wait a second. You think Michelle has a cock?
Listen, we're being bought by.
She's had kids.
She's had kids?
So how does she not have a cock?
How you know they're hers?
They look like her.
They don't.
She could have been.
They don't. They look like Obama.
Wait a second.
They do.
They do not look like her.
Yeah.
I agree. They look like her, but I think it's if you were the Michelle,
she could be a sperm donor.
Bro.
She could just be the
She could
father.
be a sperm donor. Exactly. She could be a sperm donor. Duh.
I mean, Obama supposedly blew that man.
He did supposedly blow this man, but it was
a very old white gentleman, right?
I mean, it's not the best witness to have.
Carlson had him on. That was so based.
Because that could have been any motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but still, having a guy on just because he blew Obama. It's so funny.
There's no proof whatsoever.
But the entertainment value on that is priceless, bro. I mean,
keep it rolling.
You can't even. It's incredible.
God. You gotta love it.
It's like the aliens, the ones that come from other star systems, and
Wait, would you spend one night with Big Mike to confirm or deny that she has a penis?
No.
Why not?
There's no need for me to go around confirming the existence of cock. All right.
What if only only you and her know, like no one else has to know?
Yeah, it's irrelevant. Who knows? I know. Right now, and it's only what you know that keeps you up at night.
So you wouldn't deny or confirm?
There's no. I'm not the dick detective. We're not doing that. There's no need for it.
You're not the private investigator.
I'm not the. That's clever. That was.
You just need to be happy, bro.
Happy?
Just be happy. The same amount of joy that Idi Amin had when he was asked about Hitler.
What the fuck was that about? Huh?
Yeah, what?
What?
Why was he so passionate about that? You know
you never seen that?
I don't know. I haven't.
Idi Amin?
You gotta show it to me.
You don't know who Idi Amin is?
No.
Oh, he missed a poop video.
He missed the what?
The poop video that you showed.
Oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. The poop video.
Listen,
Idi Amin is this dictator, dude, that he used to think he was hot shit, right?
He did.
And he got his shit rocked eventually, but there's this famous clip where they asked him if Hitler should have killed more Jews, and homie the whole clip is just him laughing.
He just laughs.
But hysterically though. Yeah, I can show it if you want. But like But
I mean that can't be surprising.
Yeah, but like why? Just like
well, because I mean for a dictator, there's usually a big list of people that you want to see.
What type of animal do you think Hitler would have fucked?
A dog. You saw the way he looked at his German Shepherd?
Yeah, he had love for that.
He loved that shit.
No, not really.
But is it true that you said that Hitler didn't kill enough Jews during the war?
Yo, that is some psychopath shit.
Word, yeah.
By the way, we have someone that's half Jewish in the room, so please.
Dude, motherfucker said that like... Motherfucker said that like he was yeah, he was just...
Do you think that was like a...
Oh, I'm sorry, Josh.
Do you think he was laughing out of pain for the Holocaust, or...
Hell no. What? He was laughing because he's a fucking dictator. He's a dick.
He was hurt, bro.
He was hurt?
He was hurt,
Yeah,
bro.
he was so hurt.
He's like, damn, bro. How could you even ask me that type of question?
You know, deep down...
He was so hurt.
I believe deep down he had a heart, you know?
Yeah, bro.
No?
And
I mean, Hitler had a heart. It was made the blood flow through his body.
It was
had a heart.
It was high in cholesterol.
It made blood flow through his body.
It was high in cholesterol.
Black heart.
If you really want to talk about a person's emotions, you talk about their brain, because the heart is just pumping blood through your body, just keeping you alive. The brain is what fuels emotions.
He was fucking brain dead.
I think.
You think Hitler was brain dead?
Alive, but in a very evil sense of the
In what
word.
sense? You think he was dumb?
I don't think he was dumb because what
he definitely wasn't dumb.
Well, you said he was brain dead. I was just trying to clarify.
Well, I mean, he brain dead bullshit.
Well, it was evil, yeah.
I think he was playing 5D chess and
saying that about Hitler is wild.
And
He was playing.
This
dude,
nigga said
think about how
5.
many people he convinced to be on his side.
No, I agree, but it's
He's
like
right.
just the terming is just wild. It's like,
Well, he wasn't exactly honest. I mean,
yeah, he's a
Let me
fucking
ask you
liar.
this.
He's a
Can
piece
you
of
do what
shit.
Hitler did? But like, not kill
He's a
Jewish
master-
people.
No, I
Can
can't-
you
I can't do what
convince
Hitler
that many
did.
people to follow
He's
you?
a master manipulator.
Can you convince that many
He
people to follow
was.
you and your ideology?
I mean, Vienna is a start.
Okay, but can you convince that many people to follow you?
We'll see in the future.
That's a very vague answer.
yeah, no. For me, I'm gonna have to go with no. But I mean, it's not.
Damn, I thought you had more belief in yourself than that, honestly.
No, I don't think I could do that shit, bro.
Dude, honestly, we really do you think we got
I
to
don't
do
even
this?
mean-
Honestly, you have
it's
to give
not just-
really long
it's not
speeches,
just the
like,
influence,
really
bro.
long
Bro, you
public
know-
speeches, and I think that's
No, no,
what
no.
would like.
You know how passionate you gotta be.
It's the psychopath shit.
Yeah, bro, he's a
you know?
psychopath, bro. He really believed like he had to believe in that shit so much, bro. In order to really accomplish some shit like that. Like he
I
had
mean,
to be
his worldview was fucked.
That's what I'm saying. He had to
I
be
think,
so passionate about that
But
shit.
for Germany, such a small country, to be able to take over and control so many other countries that weren't like
It was fast.
Like, you feel me? That were bigger than Germany.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
They had a secret formula. They had meth. You know.
Drugs, my
Besides
brother.
that,
And
they had
meth-
the Blitzkrieg.
I mean, can you just imagine, right? You're like
Hey,
some.
the Blitzkrieg is pretty genius when you think about it.
It is, especially if you have meth, right? Can you imagine?
Yeah, the Blitzkrieg on meth is definitely different.
You're Poland, right? And basically,
No, but Poland's a pussy ass country. What? How are you gonna use that as an example?
because that makes it even worse.
Poland's
So,
pussy as fuck.
so Poland, right, is there, and all it sees is just tanks and fucking Germans that haven't slept in 3 days, right?
But they
Going
got swag though.
at the speed of fucking
But
light.
he looks so much better than them.
Going towards you, and you're fucked.
By the way, meth
And-
wasn't meth back then. It was like some other shit.
Oh, it was meth.
I mean, the name wasn't meth, but
No, but I think it was like a different chemical. It wasn't meth. It was like legit. Like
It was
different-
me-
It was more like speed. It was amphetamines. It wasn't methamphetamines. It was amphetamines.
yeah,
Methamphetamines was a little more developed. And
Yeah.
it wasn't around back then.
what was it called? Pervos or some weird? It's something with a P, like the name of it.
I don't know if it
but
was
the chemical
Pervitin or some
name-
shit.
Some
but-
weird shit like
But the
that.
chemical name was amphetamines. That's what they
Yeah.
were on. Amphetamines.
But powerful shit.
I mean, marching for days, bro.
Powerful
If you've ever
shit.
taken
Yeah.
an Adderall, you've taken amphetamine. It's literally amphetamine. That's what Adderall is.
Yeah, but it's not really. See, it's not developed that to be as potent at that dose, and so like the thing is, if you take
Yeah, it's pharmaceutical.
if you take like 30 or 60 milligrams of Adderall a day
It's up for it.
for like
What
ADHD,
asses?
no, you'll be fine.
Just
You'll be fine at like the clinical
pass it on this
range.
paper, bro.
Here, no, here.
But if you start taking Adderall like above like clinical doses, like you're gonna have a serious fucking
You're having
problem.
a bad time.
Oh
I
yeah.
have a bad time. Because, you know, I took an Adderall and it made me so anxious. Like, my anxiety was through the roof. Like,
Actually, I'm scared to get it all.
my anxiety
Bruh.
was through the fucking roof.
Dude, how have we not talked about the Gooning side, bro?
The who?
We have.
the
We talked
Guna
about
side.
it in the last podcast.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
I didn't know about it until you told me about it on the podcast.
I don't know what that is, bro.
I didn't talk to them on the podcast. Leo, let me talk. Hold up. Fucking the Gooning side.
You okay?
Yeah.
That's
I
stage
just have
4.
smoking and all that.
Chill, bro. Nigga, they just wild.
What?
Oh
Nothing.
shit.
The Gooning side, the dude who unalived himself after a viral video came out where he pulled up to a drive-thru with no pants on.
You showed me this.
And what happened after he pulled up with no pants on?
He apparently
Unalived himself.
unalived himself.
Yeah, but what?
Because the video went viral and everyone saw that he was jacking off in a fucking drive-thru.
That's
And
it.
people were recognizing him and doxing him.
Take a whole lot
I don't, know
more.
about, I don't know about the extra shit he said, but
It'll take a whole lot more than acting like Diogenes and
Did he
getting
not
caught.
unalive himself because the video went viral?
I mean, I don't know.
That's-
I mean,
that's exactly
I
what
wasn't there, but
I
I'm
know you weren't
assuming.
there, but I'm saying through the
I'll
fact
tell
that
you
came
what.
out.
I'll tell you what, bro. If I get caught doing some shit like that, I'm owning the fuck
First
out
of all,
that shit.
Diogenes would be disappointed.
Okay, you're not gonna fucking catch me off in myself because I beat off in public, bro. That's just not gonna happen.
But dude, like now,
Probably
like
done it before.
he's got like a whole meme
Oh,
about
yeah.
that shit now,
Oh, yeah.
and now people are just remembering him off that. It's kind of crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like people are just making funny ass videos, like making videos of like him reversing in the drive-through. Just base that shit. Just
How
like
did he unalive himself?
Like specifically,
Probably
how?
autoerotic asphyxiation, right?
We always talk about this, bro. He was like, "Yo, one more time, dog.
Oh shit!
One more last time, G."
Fucking.
Nah,
How do you do it?
R.I.P. to that gentleman, though. I think he had a wife and a kid, bro.
Yeah, you don't know he killed himself?
I don't know, but I could look it up.
If it was that, then goddamn, bro. I
I'll
don't.
look it up, dude. Give me a second.
I don't, bro.
That has to be an easy way to go, right?
Not really, Abe. First of all, choking and busting. And
Yeah, but you
not-
don't notice that you're choking. It just feels real nice because you're.
Does it though?
Oh yeah.
But the choke enhances the.
That's the whole reason why
It's opening up. Just letting you know.
why these guys do
fucking
it.
up to bleed.
Right, Jaws?
What do you mean? It's been open, though.
Oh, so why you ain't saying nothing?
Where?
Is it?
It was autoerotic.
Hold on. There's an article I'm reading right now.
But yeah, I just think that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
If that's true and homie did that based off just that viral video of him,
Yeah, it was because the video went viral. I know it.
I thought he was gonna say, yeah, it was auto, whatever. You know what I mean? Crazy.
No, I think. See, the thing about suicide is most of the time people do it in some fucking. They do it in a moment
That's the thing,
rather
bro.
than like some fucking.
That's
Premeditated.
Yeah.
that's sad, bro. Yeah. Maybe
So-
he was just having a really bad day, bro. I mean, but damn, bro.
I mean, he was. I mean, they caught him beating his meat in a drive-through, and they, it was all
Good,
over.
you know-
you don't even really see him
Yo.
doing anything weird because I guess it's like the window, but the lady's like, "Oh, you gotta go."
No, it's because he realized he was being filmed, so he was like, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah, that too. I mean that
You
too.
gotta imagine how down bad a motherfucker has to be, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like he was like,
You know
"Damn."
what it was? It was like
You think he was?
coffee shop.
You
It was like a
think
coffee
you
shop.
think he was down bad, and he was like, "Damn, dude, I could see a chick like on a drive-through. Let me just like."
if you could beat off in front of strangers like that, you could definitely
It doesn't say
work
how
up
he
the
killed
courage
himself.
To go talk to him.
to go talk to him. Yeah.
Right.
Does it?
Well, it doesn't say how he killed himself.
But yeah, dog.
But I got, maybe he thought that was a good conversation starter.
Is it?
Depends.
If she likes it, right?
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely, yeah.
It's very unlikely.
Most of the times it might be sexual
It's usually
assault.
a good way to get a charge, but
Yeah.
you gave it a shot. You know what I'm saying? You tried your best.
That is odd, man. Anyway, but yeah, that's what happened with that guy. I just had to bring that up.
I don't know what it was about that made him want to off himself.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe he was thinking shit like, I'll never get over this. But I'll tell you what, if it was the Haktua girl, she would have fucking made a podcast about it.
Dude, after her fucking Bitcoin scam or whatever,
She rug
crypto
pulled the
scam,
coin,
dude,
and then she
hasn't
fucking
been
left,
seen
bro.
online like at all. Where she's like just, I think like she was a girl that was first of all never ready for that type of fame, and second of all, now that she's receiving backlash, she's definitely not ready for that type of hate. Like if she wasn't ready for the love, she's definitely not ready for the hate.
What did you do for the crypto? What do you mean? What did you do?
She basically did a hawk to a crypto coin.
Okay.
And basically, like, the creators of it rug pulled. So basically, when you release a coin and everyone buys into it, when it's at its peak right there,
She took out all the
creators
money.
Take out all the money. No, not her. The creators or
Yes.
the devs. Literally,
Whoever, yes.
they drain the wallets so that the coin free falls, obviously, and they take all the money that people invested into it, which Hawk2 is such a big thing. Dude, even famous celebrities were investing in it. And it's just funny, because it probably wasn't her, it was probably the devs and the crypto guys, because she doesn't know anything about crypto. Obviously, she can't even pull off a rug pull. Like, she wouldn't even understand the fucking concept, but whatever. The point is, after they rug pulled, she hasn't been seen online at all. Like, there's been, like, super media silence. I think she dropped, like, one video, like, saying, oh, if you were affected by it, contact my lawyers, they'll get you right. But besides that, there's been no, like, zero, like, radio silence.
These people never give credit to the OG of the pump and dump. The
Who is
master of the pump and dump. The man who perfected
Who
it.
is?
Jordan Belfort.
Word, yeah.
But there was people before him.
But he mastered that shit.
He's the dude.
He mastered it because he
We got
didn't
a movie after him,
He
bruh.
didn't just know how to, set some shit. No, he was
You know what's funny?
a master at getting people to buy that shit.
It was actually exactly like crypto scams, and because it was like penny stocks,
It was
right?
penny stocks,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you could just start it out of nowhere. You feel me? And then people invested in it, and you pull the money out.
Mm.
So it was like, it's kind of like Jordan Belfort's method of doing.
Oh, it
penny
was a
stocks.
pump and dump.
Yeah, pumping them.
I mean, if you can,
100%.
even if it was a big stock, if you could inflate the price high enough, it'd still be a pump and dump if you pull that shit out.
A big name behind it, and that's it. People will always invest just because they think. People love to gamble. And that's gambling.
Dude, I was late to fucking. I was gonna put money into the Trump coin, bro. Bro, people ran it up like crazy.
The Trump coin?
Is it still running up, or is
Nah, it's already too late. That's it.
Of course.
It was a Trump coin that Trump announced, like a digital coin.
We talked about this.
Yeah, like us, but not on the pod.
Yeah, I know.
And that what happened? It flopped.
No. A lot of people made mad money, but you had to just be early and like. As soon as he tweeted about it, I should have been ready to just fucking throw in at least like $300, $400. Bro, you could have had Bro, people made like tens of thousands and shit.
Yeah, but everybody thinks that they're gonna be the ones that make some. I mean, you never know what the fucking top is gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you just donate. You just not donate. You invest something that you're willing to lose, though. Obviously,
when the goal is just to like buy, like hope that the price gets higher. What you're really saying is, I hope I'm not the idiot that gets stuck at the high price.
Yeah, but Abe, you gotta realize that, and like a lot of current coin shit. I know,
that's why it's not investing. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not saying it's
gambling.
It's a quick buck right quick if you're trying to. Is that they gas it? They do some shit to it. Like the first fucking day or two usually just skyrockets, and then after that it's kind of more or less it just goes down for a bit and that's it. But yeah, I was gonna do that, bro, but I was too late.
Goddamn, bro.
I was gonna give it a shot. I was like, fuck it.
It's all a chance.
The meme stocks are an incredible thing that came up. Like, I remember when the GameStop thing happened.
Yeah, that's one of the...
Remember when GameStop was just inflated it was a garbage-ass company always. Everybody knew it, but...
I guess dudes on Reddit were just talking about it a lot. They rounded up a bunch of people like, yo, let's put money in this shit, I guess.
I don't think they read, because a lot of people were saying shit like, we finally got the rich, you know, and thinking like...
Yeah, that was like their attitude about it.
You have no idea that the rich took the money off this shit. They were the ones with a shitload of like financial instruments. They knew exactly what the fuck was happening, bro. They were staring at them charts day and fucking night.
Of course, bro.
And
of course they are.
I mean, if they think that they're gonna fucking beat the market, a lot of people did. A lot of people lost bad on that shit.
That too, though. Yeah. Isn't there like a little movie about it or some shit?
There probably is at this point.
I seen some shit about that, but a lot of people did. A lot of people did hit though, bro.
Yeah.
Those are. Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, it is a gamble with that shit.
It's a gamble,
people
bro.
love gambling.
Life's a gamble, bro.
It's human nature.
You didn't get to pick it.
There's a lot of unalived talk today.
What's going on with that, Leo?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you talking about
the first person to mention that?
I haven't mentioned
Don't put it on me.
I haven't mentioned the closest I've come is Auto-Erotic Asphyxiation, and that I have to mention it because it's fucking hilarious. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I didn't know about that until not so long ago.
When I first heard about it, I think I was a kid or some shit, and I ended up watching this Robin Williams movie where he's...
Oh, yeah, you remember?
Yeah, his son ends up dying by...
he's masturbating.
Beating the meat and
choking himself with a belt.
And so he dies like that, and then Robin Williams, as his dad, he's like, well, my kid can't go out like this, bro.
So we talked about it.
He fakes his death. He writes a fake journal entries. And then,
people consider him like a hero and shit.
Right, he becomes like a hero at school and shit. Yeah. They're all reading his poetry. All the girls are like, "Oh my god, if only I would have known,"
Why was he trying to do that though?
Because he didn't want people to think that his son was.
No, not Robin Williams. Why was his son like on that?
That would turn so on. People like to get choked and like to be.
He was taking a chance. You know what I'm saying?
People like to get choked.
How old was this kid?
He was a kid. He was like 14 or some shit.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. Auto-erotic asphyxiation.
It is.
When it happened, was it like a sad ass moment?
Oh?
In the movie when like he finds his son, how does that even look, bro?
It's just like
it's Robin Williams, dude. Just
bell on the neck, hand on the meat. Like what's going on? That's crazy scene,
I think
bro.
they just show the belt really.
The porn video is still going on.
They show the belt really, and they show the guy kind of. It doesn't really show him like that.
He died beating off to midget porn.
Imagine, bro. Damn.
Put that on a fucking tombstone.
I mean, if you're already into
I think I seen a midget yesterday.
Oh yeah? Oh shit.
Yeah, at the club or some shit.
Oh, is that the club?
I think so. Yeah.
Goddamn.
Maybe she wasn't even a midget.
Midgets are kind of thick, you know.
I actually don't even think she was a midget. She was really short, though,
She was just really short.
Yo, OD short, bro. Yo, OD short. I was like, God damn, like.
Yeah.
And she was thick.
She was thick.
She was thick. For like a short ass girl, I was like, yo, God damn.
You might have been dealing with a midget, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I bet Mike would have hit.
Nah, she didn't.
She said she was thick, though. I mean,
Yeah,
She could be thick and I could not.
Mike would have hit.
what was wrong?
Nah, just face wise wasn't the best.
You didn't like her face?
Nah.
You could always turn around.
I know. I get the man answer. That's not what I'm gonna look at. I got it. I know.
You're more of a sensitive guy, you know.
You know, I like to appreciate everything.
But that sweater.
It makes you a very wise man.
You think so?
Yeah,
Respect.
definitely. Not the fucking Andrew Tate hand gesture. What the fuck? I wish you guys could
Is
see
that what
this
that
right
is?
now.
I
Yeah.
thought I
call
was-
that the Andrew
You were
Tate.
making Illuminati hand signs in the last pod, you know.
I thought I was in my
Yeah.
This guy's red
my
pill
elite
as fuck.
my elite bag.
I don't know what
This guy
that's
is a
about.
red pill.
It's really just I just signify like it just looks like
Your
a vagina.
allegiance to the Brotherhood, I know.
Like a vagina. So
It's the Black Brotherhood.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
that's,
One love.
but yeah, we got an hour left. Swag.
Swag.
It has like there's like a big labia, if that actually was.
That's what I'm
That's a
saying.
rather giant labia.
The hymen. What's the hymen again?
What are you doing with your hands?
You'd need a third hand to like really push that shit in so you can find out.
And the fucking in the debate with Muslim Lancer and Andrew Wilson pulled out like a fucking ruler and shit and was really like
No, hell no.
shit got weird, bro.
He pulled out a
He
ruler.
was like, yo, how big was Muhammad's
Which one pulled out a ruler again?
Andrew Wilson, the dude that was debating the Muslim guy. He was talking about the
okay.
age of consent on Islam and shit.
Yeah.
He really pulled out a ruler and was like, yo. That shit was funny. I was like, what the fuck?
You gotta give it to him for that though, bro.
Nah, Muslim Lantern wasn't fucking with it. It was like, bro, we can't debate. Like he agreed to like
a
no timer debate.
But see, that's the thing. I mean, it's what kind of debate is it if
Yeah, I was like, bro, how are you gonna say that in a debate? You're not gonna let someone talk freely about the main thing about your fucking religion, like the guy, the fucking whatever.
And
So,
now you
yeah.
see the problems with Islam.
No, I don't care what people believe in. I'm just think it's a little base, but. You good there, chump?
I'll be all right.
You want to take a break?
I've never considered converting to Islam, you know. But
You should.
But I think you have like a few wives or something like that, and the problem is that they're only selling them at 9, and I'm not really into the whole pedophile thing they got going on, and that's
Let's take like a 2-minute break. We'll be back.
that's a big issue for me.
Did you see the school shooter that was a white supremacist, but he was black?
Dude, I seen that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Mr. Clayton
Dude,
Bigsby.
What the fuck?
Mr.
Bro,
Yeah, bro.
he's a white supremacist, but he's black. Imagine you saw I had to see that in the morning. You know how bullied that kid would get?
It's the Dave
Dude.
Chappelle skit, bro.
That is
Dude, That is so crazy.
The black white supremacist.
Nah, but he really did kill somebody. Like,
One person?
pretty crazy. No, I'm not sure.
A lot of killing today.
There's been a lot.
There's a lot of killing every day.
A lot
we just
of
don't talk about it.
autoerotic asphyxiation in this world, you know?
I wonder how many times a year.
Somebody dies from autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
That's a good. Let's pull that up.
I give it like 22.
You pull that up, Leo.
I'm looking at white black supremacists.
This is important.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
What do you want me to find out?
How many deaths
Deaths
of...
per year by autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah, there you go. 22 is my answer. What are you going for?
I don't know. It's hard because it's hard to
I put
to
it at
know.
100.
Damn, man,
I
that's
think
way
it's
too high.
I think it's higher than that.
You think it's even higher?
Than 100?
I think it's low as shit.
250.
Yeah, this is rookie numbers.
You
100.
think people actually go and do this?
Oh, people do
Yeah.
this.
Damn, then I'm lost then.
There's people doing this
I'm
shit.
thinking this is like a minority type inactivity.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think so.
It's 250 to 1,000 a year.
I said 250.
wait, how much?
250 to 1,000 a year.
Okay.
I told you.
God
You're putting up
damn.
rookie numbers.
that
I
is
told you.
damn.
I
Wild
told
way
you.
to go,
When you
bro.
said, how many did you say? 14? I was like,
22,
what
22.
the fuck? I was like, hell no.
At least it was the minimum.
That's
200 and
insane.
something to a
A 1,000?
1,000.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think that's an underestimation, you know.
250.
that's a wild stat,
It's
brother.
often confused with
If
suicide,
you're-
especially in teenagers.
If you're a loving family member and you discover the course, first thing you're going to do before you call the cops is be like, all right, let's take that hand out of that cock. They're never going to know.
Right.
Put the pants back on, you know.
Make sure, just like the Robin Williams movie.
Yeah.
And then
that's a sick ass movie, dog.
Very.
What's the name of that?
I forgot.
The practice may be more common in children and teens than previously thought.
Yeah.
What? That's some freaky ass boy shit though. Like, where do you?
Women do it too.
That's a thing, bro.
Yeah, women do it too.
I never knew that, bro. I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Shout out, R.I.P. to those guys, those soldiers.
I wonder who does it better.
And that's just in the United States, by the way. That's just in the United States.
Wait, so this happens to chicks too, right?
I'm sure it's a lot higher in Japan than
it's
here.
more in men than women, but yeah, it happens to chicks too.
Yeah.
Dude, a chick doing it is sick. I'm sorry. That's just sick.
You think it'll take too long? Or?
No, it's just fucking... I feel like a chick would do it more than a man.
It's just funny, though.
Girls
Yeah, man, I would
shit.
see that. Well, I don't know. I just think it's sick, though. Like, what are you doing? Like...
Let's see in the world how much it happens.
I'm being insensitive to these people. I'm sorry.
I'm sure in Japan that shit is rampant.
You think so? Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, Japanese people are very, like, they're very open with, like, sexual jokes and shit like that. It's kind of like anime culture.
Do math to find out. It says, in Western countries, the estimated number of deaths by autoerotic asphyxiation is around 0.5 per million people per year.
Okay, a little math.
Yeah, but I gotta know how many people there are in the world. I guess.
Yeah, but that's just in the West.
And that's per million.
Yeah. That's extremely low.
Yeah, dude.
What is 0.5 per million?
It's also like per time period. I mean, how long is the time period they're using to calculate that?
I don't know, but how much is
What's another wild way to go?
Huh?
What's another wild way to go? Because I'm fascinated
The
by
way
how-
that Stalin used to hang people by the balls.
Damn.
So he would hang people by the balls with a noose so it would continue to get tighter, and then eventually the balls would pop out and all the intestines would come flying out that motherfucker. It's
Damn.
Soviet Union was a wild time to be alive, even if you were only alive for a few days in the gulag.
That's OD, bro. Wow. Not the ball sack.
The ball sack,
Dude,
bro.
0.5 is still 50,000 people
That's
per
how you
million.
know. That's just how you know
That
how.
does not sound right.
But you know how evil Stalin had to be to come up with some shit like that.
What?
Just the noose around the nutsack, bro.
Yeah, we just said
Sounds really painful.
Extreme. I mean, that's horrific. Traumatic.
That's some dickhead shit, bro. Why would you do
Bro, if you were the guy that had to hang a motherfucker like that, you would you would never betray Stalin after seeing that shit, because you know that's coming for you, bro.
Yo, bro. Visualizing that is crazy.
Like you're
That
next.
sounds really hard to do, right? Like, tell me, like, it sounds kind of hard to do.
It's not hard. It's just fucking...
I couldn't get it hard in that situation at all.
Getting it hard during that one last time is crazy.
So it's not hard at all.
No, but when they do it by your ball sack?
Right.
So then what did your dick have to do with it?
That it couldn't get hard.
But it's not included in
You
it.
said it's not hard at all. You're damn right it's not.
I get the joke, but I'm just saying, like...
So why are you
yeah.
acting like the autistic kid in the room? What are you doing?
Stop it. I'm just saying, hanging someone by their balls and, like, making him, like, hang by his balls, like, that sounds hard to do. My bad, dude.
It is
It's
complex.
not like balls are a huge object.
It's
and there's so much
complex.
body mass, like...
That's what comes flying out that motherfucker.
Yeah, you're fucking being hung from a fucking ceiling.
That sounds so painful. That sounds so incredibly
It's
painful.
horrific. I mean, it's
That is a bad one.
I don't like this.
one of those horrors beyond my comprehension, bro.
I don't like this at all.
What's another wild way to go?
Jesus
That
Christ.
might be top 3, though. That's
Listen, I'm not choosing that one, bro. I'll choose autoerotic asphyxiation over that shit any day.
Hell yeah. End it with a good time.
So the asphyxiation is probably like the easiest one. You know, that's not even in the top 100 worst ways to die.
Would you rather die peacefully or would you rather die... And I mean, when I say peacefully, I mean like...
In bed.
Like somewhere that you're relaxed and you're in bed and you're just gonna like, all right, this is
Or you're in
it.
a wheelchair looking at the sunset.
Or would you rather just go
Sounds
out,
boring as fuck.
go out with a bang and be
peaceful,
smashing some
dude.
chick or some shit, and then just
Smashing some chick.
That's how my grandfather died.
and you happen to be like,
He
damn,
died smashing.
He took a pill to get a boner, and then he fucked the bitch, and he had a heart attack. That's how my
Like
grandfather died.
before, during, or after.
damn.
I'm not sure. It was either during or after.
Damn.
We're not sure. But that really did happen to my
Well,
grandfather.
yeah. You think that's more better than just being like kind of acknowledging death. Like, it's like, all right.
I don't know.
A lot of death talk today.
Yeah. But I think it's interesting to note, you know, if you go out in that situation where you're like dying while fucking, it's probably a heart attack.
Sure.
Okay. And there are a couple things that go through your mind. You'd be like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna get to bust. That's
what if you have a heart attack as you bust? Like you bust and then
yeah, let's say theoretically
you are the luckiest man.
Theoretically, you managed to like.
That's it. That's your way of saying the end.
You come into heaven.
That's something.
That was cute. Like, that was real cute.
That was perfect. The way to. I mean, that's the way to go.
Yeah, I'm just asking if
that's the way to go.
Like one last time, bro.
One last night.
One last night.
You know, you're going out of this earth the same way that they made you.
Do old people beat off?
I'm sure they beat off. There's a lot of old people that fuck each other. You know, those retirement.
You know, your testosterone goes down after a certain
You know
time.
how freaky they
after
get.
menstruation and shit. Like,
I know, but ever since those dick pills, they don't give a fuck.
For real, dude.
They don't give a fuck.
It's the fucking 2025.
They
baby.
say we're doing this.
So you're gonna fuck as a 80-year-old?
Hell yeah, why not? You wouldn't?
Maybe like once a year.
You might not have like that same level of interest and shit, but I mean, there's so much newfound love in retirement homes.
I do want to say Al Pacino just had a baby and he's like 80 something.
There's some horny ass bitches in the adult daycare centers. I'm telling you, it's.
And when did Donald Trump have his last child? Like a 60 or something like that.
Something like that, right?
Yeah. So like.
Yeah.
That's pretty old, bro. You can still bust nuts, bro. What do you mean?
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Yeah.
Al Pacino just had a baby at 87 or 80 something.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy, dude.
He smashed like some 21-year-old.
Hopefully, when you're 80, you're smashing postmenopausal ladies. I mean, that would be.
You wouldn't smash a chick that's like in her 20s?
I mean, I would, but I just don't feel like the dynamic would be.
It'd be crazy, right? Yeah, it'd be insane.
First of all,
like in a bad way.
I can see why I'd have a heart attack. I mean, she's fucking in her prime. I'm out here, you know, blowing dust out my balls.
Wouldn't that be weird, bro?
Al Pacino's most recent child is his son, Roman Pacino, who was born on 2023.
Yes, bro.
Fucking
we know
crazy.
this. We know.
Fucking crazy.
Fucking.
That's incredible, man.
Al Pacino stacked with bread.
Literally, he just had a kid last fucking year. Let's see how old Al Pacino is.
He's in his 80s, for sure.
He's 84. He just had a kid at 83 years old.
He's a complete alcoholic,
Dude,
though, and I
holy
think
shit,
he's doing
that's
great
a
for an
degenerate.
alcoholic.
Didn't Robert De Niro just have a baby too?
No, it was Al Pacino. You're thinking of Al Pacino.
Al Pacino definitely
Robert
had
De
a kid.
Niro's a cook. Don't ever bring that guy up again.
The hell?
Yeah.
He's a cook.
Yeah. Haven't you seen
You
him
know this personally?
haven't you seen him rant about Trump? It just showed me what kind of person he is in real life.
You just don't like
he
his.
he does have like this. That's when he does
It wasn't that he did it like Trump, because you know you cannot. I don't give a fuck. It's the
That's
way he did it.
His worst acting has been when he talked about Trump.
Right, dude. Oh my god.
It's the most generic shit.
It's so failed.
There's not a real criticism. It's just like, fuck him.
Never. He says the most basic shit. Yeah. Like Trump's horrible.
That's pretty. Yeah.
How
That's
could
pretty
you
much.
like that racist guy?
Yeah, I mean, I could at least appreciate it if he was saying like some shit that he doesn't like about him, but
it's very vague. It's basic as fuck. Yeah.
What's up with people calling the right wing Nazis now? That's like the new thing.
There's a lot of Nazis.
If you're on the right wing, you're a Nazi.
They've always said shit like that.
No, but like it's so like tired. It's so tired.
I mean, a lot of them do play with Nazi ideas.
So we'll see. That's what I call the woke right.
You know who was tired as fuck too? Mark Hamill and Stephen King. They were so tired. Oh my god.
Who the fuck cares about Stephen King?
Dude, he was on some bullshit about Trump.
Yeah, he's been like that.
Yeah,
you
who
know,
cares about
there's
that,
something
though?
off about that guy.
Stephen King. Dude, it's crazy how they're still making movies about his fucking novels. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I wonder if he gets paid off those. He has to.
he does.
I mean, clearly, Leo. It's his shit.
he does.
I used
you
to
know?
read all those shits when I was a kid.
I did not stand any of that shit.
I don't think it was that good, but I would read
I
some.
feel like the movie adaptations are getting better just because like CGI and technology is getting better. So
Yeah,
it's helping translate to like film better.
I'm not really very like interested in like novels and shit for the most part.
No?
You don't like fiction?
You don't like to read anything?
You don't like fiction?
I definitely read.
But you don't
Clearly.
like fiction?
I definitely prefer nonfiction.
Are
Bro.
you serious?
Yeah.
Is philosophy your
And I
bag only?
like
You don't like Game of Thrones books? The Game of Thrones books are fucking
I don't read. I don't
masterpieces.
know. I don't have
Dude,
a
they're
read.
masterpieces, dude.
Like, I'll read Beyond Good and Evil and be, like, hooked on that shit, and there's no story going on. It's just ideas.
You were never a Harry Potter kid?
I get high off ideas,
You were never a Harry Potter kid?
No.
You were never a Lord of the Rings kid?
I didn't give a fuck about the Lord of the Rings.
Me either, to be honest. I never really watched or
read any of those. I didn't care.
I can't relate.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I did not give a fuck about
It's not really my bag.
I love Harry Potter.
I mean, I seen like part of one movie. It was Harry Potter's cool. It's not. I'm not saying it's bad, but I just never really got into it like that.
So you didn't even read one book?
No, never.
Nah.
You guys are tripping.
Never really fucked with it like that.
Yeah, I read all books.
Yeah, I used to be more of like a video game guy.
I know you read books. Did you read books, Mike?
Hell yeah, of course, bro.
I
still have a bunch.
What did you read in specific?
I mean, what? I don't know, dude. I read a bunch of books.
Well, go ahead and help you cheat here. You read some Dr. Seuss, didn't you?
Dude, Dr. Seuss is classic.
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
I'm trying to remember some books I read. I read some book when I was young called...
You never read R.L. Grime? Like the most basic shit?
Of course. Yeah. I've read those for sure. I've read, fuck, I had a book I was gonna say, I just forgot. I forgot.
That was anticlimactic as fuck.
I was waiting for it.
I forgot, yeah, I don't remember.
Before this shit, I ended up reading the most
recent
shit. I read The Hitchhikers of the Galaxy. That's a fucking...
Chuck Palahniuk is a dope author.
I read, what's this fucking book that I was talking to you about? Atlas, Shrugged? Yeah, Atlas Shrugged. I read Atlas Shrugged.
See, that one's a little bit different for me.
Why? It's fiction.
It is fiction, but the whole point of like that is to present the philosophy. So that's like Ayn Rand's whole positivism and associate.
I think movies are better than books, though, bro.
I mean, there's no way in hell you can describe.
No, I think movies are better.
Like the discourses of Epictetus better in a movie.
Movies, they leave a lot of things out from the book.
Yeah.
It's real difficult to...
The Game of Thrones books are so fucking masterfully put together.
No, there's not. That's only because there's a time restraint on films, and people are not going to watch it. But if you could, theoretically, you could put every single thing that you mean in a film, but just because nobody's going to watch that. Yeah, nobody's going to watch that. The standard for us is like a 2 hour or a 1 hour or something.
But if I read a book, I read that shit at my own pace and however the fuck I want. Whereas, like, if it were an audio book, for example, that'd be one thing. But if I have to be staring at your fucking screen, I can't even do anything while I'm listening to it, right? Unless I'm just there fucking watching that shit like it's a movie.
Dude, but we're definitely past the golden age of movies. Like the...
Oh, no, I agree.
Like
a lot of movies now are trash and shit.
Like, you know, like the Scorsese of, like, films are gone. Like, the guy who wrote The Godfather, what's his name? What the fuck is his name?
He had a name, yeah.
Fuck.
Jimbo.
Bob.
Dude, this guy's a legend. He just made a film, actually, about New York. He combined it with, like, Caesar and, like, New York. It's really crazy.
But yeah, movies, I don't know. I just always like movies more.
I mean, in terms of just straight up entertainment, like, I'll read not read.
Would you consider reading a book entertainment?
Dude, Francis Ford Coppola. Dude, what a fucking legend. Francis Ford Coppola. He's the one who...
Yeah, champion.
My bad, go ahead.
I usually just read to learn, bro.
So you wouldn't believe it's any form of entertainment?
Or just out of pure self-interest. Just because, like I told you, I get fucking high off ideas, bro. Like, that's...
So it is, you're entertaining yourself in a way.
I'm 100% entertaining myself.
Okay, so you do think it's a form of entertainment?
Well, 100%, yeah.
Oh, that's what I was asking.
By the way, nonfiction is cool too. I just really like fiction.
Yeah.
I fuck with both. I fuck with both. I don't
nonfiction is also dope. I'm not hating on it whatsoever.
I think, I mean, when it comes to like books and like novels and like a story or something, I think fucking fiction might have it. Well, it depends though what do you mean when you say nonfiction.
I mean, anything that's factual. It's pretty easy.
But factual in the sense that it's based on a true story?
It is a true story.
What do you mean though?
It's not based on a true story. It is a true story.
I think he's probably just asking whether or not it's just stories.
Yes, that's what I'm... Thank you, Abe. Jesus Christ.
I guess, but as long as it's grounded in reality, then it's nonfiction.
A physics textbook, my friend.
Whatever. Yes, I get it.
It doesn't have to talk about it in real time. It just has to be factual.
I just meant if it's a story that's just like a random shit.
It can't be random because then it would be fiction. It has to be something factual. That's the point of nonfiction.
There's that blurred line, right, between just...
But what do you...
It's actually not that blurred. It's actually pretty defined.
Hold up. Wait,
There's reality and non-reality.
That's the thing, right?
How is
What
it?
is the thing?
Is the,
What are you asking me?
is the Bible a fiction book?
If you ask me, someone who believes in God,
Yeah.
I don't know if the Bible's fiction or not, because man wrote it.
Okay.
How do you know that?
Because literally a man wrote the Bible. It's been passed
Could
down.
have been a chick.
Okay, it could have been a chick, but whatever. The point is, a human wrote the Bible.
I'm just
It
trolling,
was not
bro.
written by God. It was supposedly that the angel was sitting in his ear telling him what to write. But you know, anyone could say that.
Wait, so
I could have said that back then.
So you believe that an angel,
I
got
just
it.
said I don't know if it's fiction or non-fiction. I literally just said that.
but then you said
I
an
believe in
angel went
God.
in his ear and told him what to write.
I said
That sounds
supposedly.
like fiction, right?
I said supposedly that's what happened, but like that's totally why.
No, but give me what happened, since you know.
No, I'm just saying that's what they say. That's what
Well, I was
Christianity
there.
says. That's what Christianity says.
Okay.
Well,
If you
some-
ask Christians, that's what they would tell you.
But they would say that an angel told the person what to write?
Yeah, that's what they believe.
Or would they say that God wrote it?
No, they would say that there was an angel and it whispered in the person's ear what to write about God. Passed down.
I don't know how true that is, but alright.
Look up Christianity and look up whatever. I mean, how would you word that? How did the first person write the Bible?
Yeah, I'm just asking a simple question. Who... You claim that a man wrote it and that...
Well, back then, remember, mainly the people that were taught how to learn how to read and write were men. Or,
Sure.
what are these ladies in the church? What are they called?
What, nuns?
Nuns, yeah, nuns and fucking.
I was just saying, like, some dude just one day was like, alright, man, this is it. I'm writing it.
I mean,
Well,
it's-
he was always there was like the Christian AD like there was that whole period of that Jesus was a man and he did live in a certain time period, and they did the resurrection around him and they believed that he was God's
Was Jesus telling everybody that he was the one?
he was a prophet.
No, but was he telling
doing
them?
miracles.
Or people just knew off the bit or off the rip? That's the...
Supposedly, like they knew that this was Christ. They knew because he was the Immaculate Conception. He was the child born without anyone penetrating Mary Magdalene. She's a virgin.
It's interesting because
But Joseph was her husband, so that's even more interesting.
Not all of the Gospels have the claim of Jesus stating that he's the Son of God.
That he's stating it?
That's some of the Gospels. Not all of the Gospels make that claim. Right? And so it's harder to tell whether or not, like, in the beginning, he was just saying that he's the Messiah, because the Messiah doesn't mean the fucking Son of God that's going to come back again. That's like a modern idea of what Messiah, what that just means is the person who's going to lead the fucking Jews. Right? But then later that might have been added on. Or it might have always been there, who knows? But at least in some of the Gospels, they don't even mention it.
That is interesting.
So it's not a universal across all four of them.
You know how many religions there had to be before, like, written accounts started, like, being taken down? Like, before written accounts, I'm sure there was a whole mess of religions that never just made it, like, to being written down, you feel me?
There's a lot of Scientologies out there, you know.
There's a lot of different religions that never saw the light of day that are fucking crazy.
A lot of flops.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
Look at even the Salem witch trials, dude. That shit was fucking nuts.
I was there.
Those failed religions had to walk so Christianity could run.
Christianity is just polished. It's really polished.
The thing about it is that, like, even if you look at, like, even before Christianity and Judaism, because one of the things about Christianity is how shit is just written down compared to, like, a bunch of other religions in the world. Motherfuckers don't know how to write, or they didn't write shit down. It was oral tradition, right?
Oh, that's the worst.
With Judaism, it was one of the
They're God's chosen people.
I think it was the only religion
that was written
at that time that not that it was written, because the Egyptians, for example, would have their shit written, and
it was like the first one that was mass produced.
but it was the one where, like, if you were a Jew, you had to, like, fucking learning how to read was like an imperative thing. Right, so it was the entire culture that you're brought up in, you're supposed to be literate, right?
So reading and then the Bible.
And so if you were to go into any place being displaced, then you would be among the only people who already knew how to, like, read, write, and do fucking math.
So you left your stamp there
Okay.
for sure.
And so anywhere that you go, that was always the minority of the population, because usually like reading and writing and shit, that was only for like the top people of that civilization.
Yeah.
Like the Egyptians did not just let any motherfucker learn how to read and write. You had to be like part of royalty or be one of their
They can't be a peasant.
That's some hating shit, bro.
That's just what it was, bro. They thought people were too stupid or they couldn't know.
Damn, there were some
To
haters.
rule them, they had to
Goddamn.
make them illiterate. Like they had to make sure that they could believe in that there was a god, and he had chosen this fucking Egyptian fucking leader, and he was like the one chosen. You feel me?
But the writing of shit like that is definitely
How
had
the
a
fuck
huge
did they
impact.
communicate with those people that weren't?
They had a language.
But you said they didn't learn it, or they were
No,
fucking
they
dumb,
didn't.
right?
They didn't read or write.
No, they didn't know how. They weren't literate.
Just that only.
Just that. They
Oh,
knew how
okay.
to fucking talk. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. God damn.
You never know, dad.
What the
Thought these dudes were like tortured in a fucking chamber, just like
No,
experiments.
they're
and shit.
brought up in like little
they-
fucking huts and shit.
They knew how to talk,
Little
bro.
mud huts.
It's just that for most civilizations everywhere, like, and if you were to go back like 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, still most
Dude, you know what blows
people.
my mind? And this might seem fucking corny, but Cleopatra was literally born closer to the iPhone than to the creation of the pyramids.
Lit.
That's crazy.
It's a weird fact, but okay.
Dude, that's really crazy, right? She was
You know
born
what?
closer to the iPhone than to the fucking pyramids.
I gotta
themselves.
say, she must have had terrible approval ratings after what she did.
What did she do?
Well, she ended up making the entire empire flop.
Who's Cleopatra?
Basically, right,
Some
so-
Egyptian chick?
Egyptian goddess.
Oh,
Not
whatever.
goddess, sorry. An Egyptian empress or
I
whatever.
mean, it ends with her on her suicide shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Was she really that bad?
I mean, I saw her once or twice.
Were the Egyptians the first
But-
Gooners?
No.
What are Gooners?
But they were the first blood
Gooners are the.
letters.
Oh, no, never mind. I'm using the term wrong.
You know, they were the first people to practice bloodletting.
I was just asking if they were the first suiciders, but never mind.
They would
Suicide.
literally drain blood out of their body because they thought that would heal their sickness or that would like help them. Like
I mean,
they were the
shit.
first ones to like
They
drain
had
blood out of
something.
their body.
They had something with that, yeah.
They were
They're
first
draining the blood.
Yeah, bro. Take all that bad energy out, you know?
They did have a lot of weird shit. They did, bro.
She was born 69 BC. Holy shit.
You gotta understand just how weird you gotta be as a society. We have like words all over the place now in the 21st century, right? Like we leave. If you go outside, you'll see like a bunch of different store labels and shit, like liquors. Right, you'll be like a gas station, whatever.
Drugs, pharmacy.
Whatever it is. And that's one thing. But they just left an entire series of stories just ingrained on their fucking walls. And
Pretty
it
swag.
was about death and the afterlife and how to fucking, how Osiris and Isis did what
Random
they did.
situations in life and shit that happened to
It
them.
would be that shit.
That's insane.
And almost nobody except the elite knew what the fuck that shit even
Knew how to
meant.
interpret it.
Yeah, they didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not like it was an alphabet.
Right.
It was fucking hieroglyphics, bro.
That's insane, dude. Hieroglyphics is crazy.
It's a wild... And they made it so complex, bro. Like, for one hieroglyphic, bro, that shit looks like you had to sculpt it, like, for fucking 5 hours. So
They
can you
don't have
imagine...
any of those shits when you go visit the pyramids, right?
The what?
Like any type of hieroglyphics or anything
Inside
like
the Great Pyramids?
Yeah.
No.
that? No. That is sad.
There's none inside the Great Pyramids, bro. That's one of the weird things about it. It's like, what the fuck is...
Why, though?
It's a burial site for this dude. His body's not there. His coffin's not there.
What's up with that?
There's no hieroglyphics.
It could have been grave robbed.
I know, but that they grave robbed the hieroglyphics.
For real, that would have been there, bro.
That's what
wasn't
fucks with
finished.
me.
There's nothing.
Well, I mean, we could assume that it wasn't finished.
I mean,
But by all
technically.
accounts, it was though.
Dude, I would just want to know how they did it.
They claim that in
If they really, the pyramids are supposedly 10,000 BC. That's when they were made. 8,000 to 10,000 BC. That's how back.
not that far back.
Yeah, carbon dating. puts them
5,000
back-
BC.
No, I swear. It puts them back
I mean,
to
my
8,
bad.
10,000.
2,500
No,
BC.
8 to 10,000 BC. That's what carbon dating puts the
I've never heard that.
Do you think they were more advanced than us?
I mean, to put that together,
I mean, just think about how creative they were, bro. They drew a human head with like the head of a eagle or some shit.
Artistic as fuck.
Like
dude.
that is,
and they made it into a pyramid.
bro.
Who was the creative director of
fuck
like
the Sistine Chapel, bro? Like, look at a fucking bird and a human body to get like, bro. That is.
It was like a lion's body with like a bird face.
There was a lion bird body thing.
Dudes had taste.
They had taste. See, they were into bestiality, Leo.
Oh my god.
And there we go.
Why do you try to fucking bait me into this?
I'm not baiting you.
They loved cats, right? That was their shit, right?
They love cats.
Yeah. How much did
I
they
remember
love
in one tomb they ended up finding like 20,000 mummified cats. I'm like, what the fuck?
That guy's fucking sick.
How the fuck did you get this to happen, bro?
Yeah, how
Can
did
you
you-
imagine the amount of work, bro?
Yeah, that must be
That
right.
went into that. How long does it take to mummify a single cat?
Anesthesia'd up some cats for like hours, bro.
How'd it work too? Yeah, you gotta kill them.
Yeah.
They didn't just stumble across 20,000 dead cats, bro.
You could get a cat. That's pretty easy.
Dude, to
Yeah, but you gotta get 20,000.
Yeah. That sounds fucked up.
That is
I
fun.
understand, that's a lot.
I fuck with cats.
20,000 cat, whatever the fuck.
That's too much feline.
By the way, until when did you get this session for?
It's about to end soon. But yeah, man, the Egyptians were.
Some motherfuckers.
I know how they built it, bro.
Give it to us, Abe.
So what they did is they got like they got some swole dudes, right?
All right.
Oh, it does say 2,500 BC.
And the swole dude, he would just lift up the rock and put it up there. And they would just keep lifting the rocks until it was big and done.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's how they built it. It was just swole dudes lifting rocks, you know.
Well, there are CIA documents about giants that made the pyramids on Mars and on Earth.
That's what I'm saying, you know. But you gotta
I
see
swear.
no, but you have to see the ones in the Andromeda galaxy. You know, that's where the real action
That's
is
where the
at.
real giants are at.
You
Yeah.
believe everything the CIA
No.
puts out there?
Yes.
Obviously.
Obviously, right.
Listen, I'm a good American.
A lot of the times, I think they're just trolling, bro.
I trust all of my intelligence
I would say
agencies
trolling. I would say mind control. but
Why
yeah,
would
sure.
they give us that type of information? Bro?
because they love us.
Right.
Yeah. They love the American people so much.
But yeah, I don't.
You really
Who do you
think?
think loves us more, the FBI or the CIA?
Do you honestly think your government would hurt you?
Who loves you more,
Right.
the FBI or the CIA?
Neither one of those two.
What?
Neither one of those two. I'll tell you who loves me the most.
Who loves you more?
The IRS.
Oh man, those
are
niggas
the
do not
boys.
play. Those niggas do not play.
They love me so
Don't
much.
play.
They know everything about me,
Yeah. They know how
but
much
they
you
want
spent
to
on
make
porn.
sure I remember
They
it.
know how much you spent on porn.
Of course they know that. Of course they do.
It's the main reason they're knocking on this man's
40
door.
bands on OnlyFans. That's the exact amount. I mean, that's what it is.
I knew you had a thing with
40
OnlyFans.
bands? I did have it.
You
I
had
did.
an only thing with- you had a thing
I don't
with-
have it anymore, but I had 40 bands. They
Does
went.
OnlyFans allow like the animal?
Do they
No,
allow
definitely
bestiality?
They allow
Definitely
bestiality on their.
don't.
on
That's a
their
good
on
question.
their
I wonder
website?
if anyone's
They don't.
pushed it to the limit. Just really see if they're
They don't.
Word.
They
if they're
don't.
really looking for OnlyFans.
Well, they're kind of being discriminating against.
That is discriminatory, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
dude.
mean,
Fuck out of here with that, bro.
the fuck, bro.
A lot of
Bestiality.
people would say that's rape.
Bestiality's part of the
A lot of people would say bestiality is rape.
LGBT.
What's rape?
Bestiality.
You would say it's rape.
Then what about
A lot of people
What
would
about
say
killing the animal?
When that pig backs that ass up into you, it wants it, bro. Stop playing with
Just
me.
because, dude, I didn't say that killing the animal is good either.
But you do it, and you do it every day.
I'm saying if you
eat
can
a
I
kill.
don't do it personally.
If you can kill the
If I had to do it
pig,
personally, honestly, I'd probably be a vegetarian.
you do it with your dollars.
Damn, you don't stand
When
on your own.
when you buy meat at the store, no diddy.
Yeah,
Literally.
okay, Peter, whatever you say.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, but I don't have to do it physically, so I don't give a fuck.
I know that's the thing. You don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
right? So you're okay with it,
Yeah.
Literally.
yeah.
So what are you mad at bestiality for then?
I don't know, I just don't think you should rape the animals. My bad. sorry that.
But killing them is fine.
If the pig backs his ass up into
if
you,
I had to kill him personally, I probably wouldn't do it. I probably would be a vegetarian.
you tell me when
but
it
I don't
starts.
have to be there raping the animal or killing the animal.
When it starts twirling that tail.
Damn, my G.
Think of it like this. Think of
But
it
I
like
don't have
this.
to be there killing it. Like, damn, G.
What is more harm to the animal? It getting raped or it getting killed?
What's wrong with you?
Just answer it though.
What the fuck is wrong with
It's
you?
a valid question.
Answer it though.
Dude, you know what's fucking bad? Killing
No, I
it.
said what's more harm?
Killing it, obviously.
So that's it. That beats the argument.
Okay, but I'm not there killing it. If you were there killing the animal, you would still.
Leo, I think you're just disgusted by it. You know, and there's no reason to argue it. If you're just disgusted by it, it's fine.
I am kind of disgusted, bro.
You are disgusted at the fact.
Vegetarian. You do it.
No, I'm talking about the bestiality aspect.
Stand on what you
I'm talking
believe
about
in,
the
bro.
bestiality aspect.
Okay.
That's what I'm disgusted by.
Whatever. I was vegetarian for 14 years.
But you're not disgusted by.
How do you feel about bestiality?
You asked me this last time.
You're cool with it, right?
No.
She's fine with that.
So,
Alright.
It's all right.
she fucks with bestiality.
What do you think about pushing it to the limit?
I'm glad. You know, it's important to be open-minded.
We got like 4 minutes, but pushing it to the limit is a great under. So.
Well, I think if you push it to the limit, at that point you gotta own it.
You can't push it no more.
You know what I'm saying? No, you can't push it further than that. That's the
You
limit.
push it to the limit.
That's
That's
why
the
it's called
limit.
the limit, my G.
You know, if you push it to, you can't just change your, identity and just move. It's always in here.
That's forever.
After you do that, right? After you come in a man's ass as you feel his fake tits, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah, you're a sick fuck.
Right? You did that.
Yeah.
You're gonna own that
You're a
now.
sick fuck.
That's going to the grave with you, pal.
But if you did that, there's something up there that's,
There was something up there, definitely. Yeah, it was definitely.
You know what it is to be that sick?
You think people who have sex with ladyboys are sick?
Yeah, they're sick as fuck, actually.
You gotta be more open-minded.
They got their own taste, Leo. Jesus Christ,
You
God
fuck a
forbid.
lady boy?
I don't push it to the limit.
But would you?
I just answered that question.
I like seeing your curiosity, Leo. That's it's real eye-opening.
I feel like Mike would fuck a lady boy.
Yeah.
If she looked good enough,
I'm not
Mike
a
would
limit
fall for
pusher.
it. Mike would fall for it.
I mean,
How many beers do you think it'll take?
Like 3.
3.
Yeah.
come on, dude. Come on.
3?
Come on, dog. I got more respect than that, bro.
Uh-huh.
That's
How
correct.
many
If the
beers?
right lady boy comes up to Mike, he's going for it.
How many beers do you think it'll take Leo to do it?
Like 9, 10.
That's an honest answer, too. You can tell
Shit, that is an answer.
You can tell that was an honest answer, too. Respect that.
Oh,
9
shit.
cents, kind of reasonable.
I gotta give it to you.
No, but once you see the dick, that's it. Like, it's just, this is mad disrespect.
Why if it isn't
you know
that,
how
though?
many-
Yeah.
Okay, do you know the most deaths of Transformers peoples have been because a man...
Wait, first of all, calling them Transformers is crazy, bro.
Yeah. The most deaths of Transformers people has been because literally they slept with someone and didn't tell them they were Transformers.
Problem is they didn't know
and
they-
then they got killed because they didn't tell the person.
They figured out it's more than meets the eye.
Listen,
Yeah.
this is
and
the
they
pushing.
didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
They didn't like that at all.
This is why we talk about pushing it to the limit. It's a very,
It's a
it's a very, it's a
Yeah.
thing out there, bro.
It's
Look,
important.
If you're a Transformer out there, I support you. I'm happy for your existence. Just don't push it on my children, darling. Shout out to the Transformers.
Respect.
Respect. Listen, guys, we'll be back next week with more
right.
bangers.
It's been an
Bang
honor.
bang.
Peace.
Peace.